Anyway, we are back after I don't even know how long of a hiatus.
Well, that's
1
not
month.
entirely true. Paul did record a podcast when I wasn't home.
I did.
But
yeah,
that started a feud.
it did. And that one's in the vault right now. It hasn't been released. I don't know if it ever will be.
Maybe you could build up a vault of recordings. And
Yeah,
just
like
publish them when you're lazy.
Like, what do you call that? Like records that were like in the vault?
In the vault.
Is that what you call
Maybe.
them?
I don't know.
Records from the vault.
Yeah.
Maybe from the vault,
It
and
might-
it would be like a special edition episode.
That was a man cast.
Yeah, see, that's the issue. Is I just feel like we don't need another one,
Why not?
Not if it's the same thing.
and it's the
You
same.
need something
it's people
different.
we've already had on the podcast.
Just one.
Who?
Just one. Andrew. The other two were not.
So what you're saying is Andrew's boring.
What I'm saying
Sorry,
is we've
Andrew.
heard enough from Andrew.
Andrew, I've fucking heard enough. Now.
Yeah, honestly, we've heard enough of him. I can
but-
only take so
You're
many
like
memes.
swallowing the microphone.
Yeah, you have to. I get right up on it.
You're
He
like touching it to your lips.
Yeah,
he does
yeah.
it so that he can go.
I don't do that.
You do.
We should have done a mukbang. I should have waited to eat
Absolutely
my ramen.
Nah,
And
nobody
you could've
wants to hear that. Stop. I'm editing that.
That was good. Don't edit that out. That was good. Keep it in. Keep it in.
For the record, that was me eating ramen and nothing else.
This setup. So we're usually in the kitchen, recording and filming at a table, but today our guest requested that we film in the living room on the couches because I guess other podcasts do that. Maybe?
Yeah, it's intimate. It creates this
Yeah.
feeling like you're in the conversation with us if you're
Mhm.
watching on YouTube.
That is true. I've seen other podcasts do that versus like a studio.
It just
But-
feels sterile.
The last episode we did
In the
and
studio?
put out.
Or like, I don't know, like at a table, it
Oh.
just feels very sterile.
Yeah,
very
it's also hard
formal.
to like look at people at
Yeah.
a table because we're all on one side.
And this way it's like, oh, hello.
Yeah.
The last
Agreed.
episode we did was probably a month ago, maybe longer. No,
With
probably a
Tommy.
little longer. Yeah, with Tommy Runs.
Yeah.
I thought that would be it. I thought that would be the end. It was almost the end, but I had to bring Mac back.
I tried to tell him that this was his podcast and I was no longer doing it
Mhm.
Oh.
because he was being unhinged.
Oh.
I recorded the man
Yeah.
cast. She didn't like it, but
I know that.
we're back.
Yeah. We get it.
We have another special guest.
Women need a voice.
She is Grand Rapids native, maybe.
Grand
No.
Rapidian.
Oh wait, Rockford, right?
Yeah.
Rockford, like Mac.
Yeah.
Shout out Rockford. Beautiful
Are we
city.
shouting them out?
Beautiful city. We have Gabriella on the show today. She requested that we not use her last name for anonymity. So we
Why
need,
would you say that?
we
That
need-
just
That's
ruins
not,
it.
That's also not true. It's not for that.
We-
She's just getting rid of her digital footprint. And
Slowly
I think
but
that's,
surely.
That's
so
pretty cool. I
you're
said
getting
for
rid
her.
of Twitter. Did you post a lot on Twitter?
In high school, I did.
Oh no, that's not good.
Is there one?
I posted one. So at my
High schoolers.
my high school social studies teacher followed me on Twitter.
Whoa.
I don't know why.
like recently or when you were in high
when
school?
I was in high school, and it
That's
was
not
right
okay.
after I realized it after I had retweeted something that said, "You used to make me come, and now you make me cry." And then I was like, "Oh my gosh, Mr. Oli liked this," and I was like talking to all my
No,
friends.
He did not.
He did.
Wait, he liked it?
Yeah.
We might have to blur.
No.
We might have to blur his name out because we already said the city you're from, and then you said his last name.
Yeah, but she didn't go to the same school as me.
Oh, okay, okay.
She didn't go to that school.
Okay.
No. Oh, but my alma mater has been in the news quite a ton, but it's okay.
Oh, Dayton, right?
No.
No.
What?
Oh, from high school.
High school.
Oh, okay.
He's just making things up.
No,
He's
that
like,
was-
yeah, there's a Dayton High School.
College,
here.
right?
Dayton College.
But I loved my high school, for the record.
Yeah.
And also, Gabriella just ran her first marathon.
Woohoo! I'm a marathoner.
We went way too far because I was wanting to learn more about the digital footprint getting erased.
Oh, okay.
So wait, are you scrubbing your Instagram? Like you're deleting all your posts?
Oh, I've scrubbed my Instagram. I scrubbed my Facebook. I've been doing that since
What?
college.
I haven't even.
No, it's still there.
Oh,
It's still there, but
Okay,
I don't
okay.
I don't think I have anything incriminating. I don't even do anything incriminating. But
That's true.
I remember in college and my freshman.
Yeah.
I don't know, like how they have like a freshman seminar,
Right.
and they were like, your employer will find your Instagram,
Right.
Yeah, they don't
and
care.
they will fire you. So I kind of went crazy and went to all my friends. I was like, there is a cup in the background. Delete that picture. I don't care if there's
Oh.
only water in
Wow.
it. But I was kind of crazy. But
That's crazy considering they don't. I don't think they do.
I mean,
I've heard that
They
don't.
can.
they can.
But
Yeah, but at this point, like, you're bound to find something.
oh yeah,
Like,
but
with so much going on.
you can't permanently delete everything. But I mean,
I will
I also
say,
just think it's weird having a gazillion things just out there from a past life.
yeah, that is true. I've scrubbed all of mine from, like, my past life. I do think that, like, with teachers, that's a weird gray area.
What?
Like, just I know people who are studying to become teachers or
Oh.
are teachers, and the things that they're putting on social media, I'm like, ooh, does that bode well for you being hired by a school district?
I know who you're talking about.
Probably
One
not.
specific person, right?
Oh, I have no idea.
Not just them, but I do, yeah, not just them, but yeah.
Huh? I have no idea who that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd think she
Um,
would. It's just here.
but yeah, do you still have your secret Instagram?
My
You-
Finsta?
Finsta.
I have a Finsta, yes.
Okay.
He's so old that he calls it a secret Instagram.
Finsta.
But I'm so old that I have a Finsta. I'm the Finsta generation.
The
I feel.
Finsta generation is right below my generation.
that wasn't
Yeah.
a thing around when I was coming up. You
That's
just-
because you were old by the time Instagram was born.
it was like 2012, I think, right? So I was 23.
I was 16.
Yeah. Could you get an Instagram when you were under 18?
You could lie about your age
Oh,
like
okay.
most kids do.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember ever being stopped.
I got an Instagram in, I don't know, high school?
Okay.
I don't know.
Mine was my senior year of high school.
Yeah.
And I posted things like a picture of a Big Mac while I was in my
Right.
car, and it was like #Whopper.
My original Instagram name was Just Livin' Life. LIVINLYFE.
It's like the AIM
Yeah.
names.
It's like Just Living Life because that's what I was doing. And that's what maybe I'll go back to that.
I do remember back when like nobody used their actual names for their users on
Yeah.
Instagram. It was only like cool, fun like nicknames. Don't remember what mine was though. So
I
so
think
cool.
mine's always been. No, it hasn't actually.
If yours was always Paul Allen, I would
It
have
might have been
so
something like
disappointed in your
Paul
character.
Allen 25 or some.
Why
some-
25?
That's the day I was born in a certain month.
January.
Yeah, I was trying to keep that.
Why?
You,
You literally said my entire birthday on here.
Yeah. Did I?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think so too. I've listened to
Um,
every episode.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm the biggest fan, just to let everyone know
so
here.
Long-time listener.
We need to talk about that too, because Gabriella is our biggest fan, and I think it was a long time coming that we had you on, right? We
Yeah.
had
I
we had
don't
talked
know.
about it.
We talked about it for a long
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
but
we had.
we've been so bad with scheduling.
Yeah, and there's just been, I think the racing lately, and Mac had the road mile.
You had a lot going on.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. We couldn't
Yeah,
even.
there were some stressful times.
It felt like we couldn't even get an hour at night to get this set
Yeah,
up and
that is
record.
true.
Probably could have, but it
This
didn't.
wasn't a
work out.
priority, I don't think, which is
Mhm.
sad. It should be because obviously it's fun.
Yeah. But yeah, we have Gabriella. Gabriella, you just ran your first marathon.
I did.
Not your last?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Wait, really? Not your last?
I think I'll do another one, but I want to do a half first
Yeah.
and work on speed.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
this first marathon was just to say I've done it, but now I
Yeah.
understand the training cycle, so I'm like, okay, I think I can try to get faster, work on speed
Yeah.
in different technique, running technique.
Yeah.
And then go from there.
You learn a lot when you first run it.
It's kind of where I'm at. I want to go back to getting fast again because I'm slow. Oh, God. Sorry.
What are you doing?
I don't know. I'm a mess.
So just
Let me
keep
move
moving
this.
around.
All right.
He doesn't know how to sit
I've
still.
actually never watched any of the YouTubes.
Oh, for real?
No, I only listen because I listen
yeah.
to while I drive.
Okay. I need
Well, we
to
only get like 23 views on
Yeah.
YouTube, and it's
I'm
all
gonna-
Paul's friend Brian.
Yeah,
Shout out
that's
Brian.
I do need to plug that, so make sure you follow us on YouTube. Check out our Spotify, Instagram, Apple Podcast, TikTok.
You're
I
on
just
TikTok?
Yeah,
You're on TikTok.
I uploaded new reels today on all three.
Oh, is it the one with Nora and Alex?
Yeah, it is.
See, I've already seen it.
already saw it. Dead.
YouTube had some issues where the videos were very choppy, but I fixed it for the most part on all of them. Rate us on Spotify and Apple. We would much appreciate it because that helps push the podcast and we can get more ratings.
What's your goal for this podcast? Do you want to be a micro celebrity?
Yeah, I want to be the next Rogan
Okay.
and the next Call Her Dad. I want to be the next Call Her Daddy. And
Can you imagine Call Her Daddy, but it's actually Paul calling himself Daddy?
Well, it's called.
Does
it's
he
not,
do that though?
Yeah. You don't know that?
No.
No,
I thought we had this whole conversation.
It's gonna be called "Call Me Daddy," and not "Call Her Daddy."
Okay.
What about mommy?
That's weird. I'm
Call
gonna have to
her
quit
mommy.
the podcast.
Call him mommy?
See, Paul does this thing where he actually does refer to himself as daddy,
You have
but like-
you have no
She
children.
does. She
but
does
not
too.
sexually.
Shh. No,
It's
no,
not sexual.
no,
He'll
not
be on the
sexual.
couch and he'll be like, "Daddy's got to go night nights," and
Do
he's
you-
talking about himself.
Do you do the same thing though?
No,
You don't say "mommy."
no. I say night time for night nights. I say bye, and I leave the
Mac.
room. I do not refer to myself as mommy. You're
Word.
spreading lies.
I'm gonna actually record.
You
the next
should.
time.
If you ever, I don't ever. The only time I ever say something about me being a mommy, it's to my cats.
Okay.
It's not just like casually. You call yourself daddy when you're cold, when you're hungry, when you're sleepy.
Yeah, Daddy's hungry.
See, he does that.
That gave me the ick.
You just now are getting that?
Mac made me this bracelet for.
I did not make you that.
Hand made me this bracelet for.
I got the same one.
Oh, I thought you got a
In-
different color.
in white.
I was to say you got
Oh,
a
yeah.
different
okay.
color. Everyone got different styles and colors.
What dollar store did you purchase this at?
Not a dollar store on the
okay.
interweb.
I'm kidding. Thank you.
Dollarstore.com.
It was probably made by tiny little hands
Little-
in the
little
little
hands.
Oh,
factory.
don't say that.
Well,
She likes
now
to
I
think
feel
it
bad
wasn't.
about it. I thought I was doing something fun.
it is
Yeah.
fun. Not for them, but for us.
We can talk about that too.
Story of life.
But yeah, please like us and subscribe on YouTube, and please
We're back to the subscribing and liking.
please rate us on Spotify.
Only if it's good. If it's bad, don't.
Yeah, if it's bad, don't. Give us a 1 star. That's fine.
Don't.
Oh,
No, do not.
oh,
Just
okay.
walk
Or
away.
I guess they do say bad publicity is still
Oh,
publicity.
yeah.
So.
that is true.
Yeah, exactly.
So you could use that, strategy to become famous.
Yeah,
Start
that's true.
just being an a-hole.
Like an Andrew Tate type of character.
Just be horrible to everyone
Yeah.
and just say, or you could just continue to burp into the microphone.
Okay, I'm glad you noticed that because it's so gross and I hate it. And I was
Nobody
I was
heard
trying
that.
not to
I
say
heard it.
anything because I was like, oh, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to do it. And then you did, and I feel better about it.
What?
Gross.
Boo, hiss,
Boo.
boo, hiss.
Boo, Paul.
I'm sorry.
Boo.
This is horrible content. If I was in my
Yeah.
car listening to this, I'd be like, why didn't he
Yeah,
cut that
let's get
out?
to the good stuff. I might have to cut some of
He
this.
doesn't ever cut things out. It
No,
feels
I
like.
noticed. You can tell when
You can tell
the
when.
conversation's cut.
Yeah, I do cut.
Oh,
some
you do
stuff.
actually?
Yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
He did cut out. I was trying to do impressions and he cut it out.
Yeah,
It was
bad.
really sad.
Oh.
Please
I'm
don't
gonna do it right
again.
now. I'm gonna do it during a really important conversation
Okay.
that he can't cut because I do a great Mike Wazowski impression.
Just
Okay.
do it now.
Or you could do
Just
it like
do
at the
now.
end as like a blooper spoof thing.
No, I tried at the beginning and the end, and all the time in between, he kept cutting it.
Oh, that's sad.
Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski.
Like I'm always watching you.
Did you file your paperwork?
That was good.
I'm watching you.
Yeah, that might have been better.
Okay, now Gabriella stole my thunder.
I'm sorry, but no, I'm not.
All right.
Gabriella is also an avid dog watcher.
Oh, you are.
I am.
Is it
You
like a
always
side
have
hustle?
someone's dog.
It was just like a hobby. I was like, oh, I can't. People were, because I was complaining about being lonely and sad. My friends are like, get a dog. And I was like, well, I don't want that commitment. I'll just watch other people's dogs. So I found a way to do it from strangers on the internet and make a little money.
How like
Yeah, I was gonna ask if they were paying you.
how
Yeah.
much money do you charge? Did it have to go through the site like they take?
I
a
like
portion?
doing it through. Yeah, they do take a
Okay.
portion.
Do
but-
you make your friends if they ask you go through the site?
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
How do they go through the site and find you?
I send them the link.
Oh, you can send someone. I didn't know you could send someone a direct link to your profile.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So wait, like how much would you charge?
Is there
it
a friend discount?
Yeah, I'll bump it to the cheapest amount.
Oh wow.
Do you pay? Do you charge them by the hour?
No, the way they have it set up, it's I mostly host dogs, so it's just a nightly fee. So if I'm hosting the dog, it's $30 a night. If I come to your house and stay in your house, it's $35.
Oh my god, that's cheap.
That
Actually,
It is.
so
it's really
cheap.
cheap. But I was like, meh, I'm not trying. I don't need
Right,
the
right,
money.
right.
This is just for funsies.
right.
Yeah, you get a new dog every day. It feels like you're always with a new dog. I'm like,
Are you
whose dog
legit
is that?
watching someone's dog like almost weekly? No.
I don't know.
It seems like
I did
it.
Nora's dog, and then I did Jane's dog, and then I had
You have a new one. this
Boo,
week. Yeah.
and then I just gave Bailey back.
Okay.
I don't know. It just depends on if I want to accept a dog or not.
I like how you
Tryouts.
referred to those. Like the first two got the names of the owners, but the last two were referred to by dog, and I'm not
Because
sure
they're
who-
strangers
Okay,
from the
okay.
internet.
I was like,
so-
I don't know who Boo or
Oh.
Bailey are.
Is
Do you
there-
kind of feel attached? Like, do you ever think about not giving the dog back?
No,
Really?
it's not my dog.
Yeah, but don't you just
It's
love it a
it's
little bit?
one day.
It's like
She had one for. I feel like you had Bailey for a while.
I had Bailey from Friday, and she got picked up this morning.
That's a long time.
That is a long time.
So that would be my dog.
But Bailey puked in my apartment,
Yeah,
so
don't want that
Ew.
dog.
so it's like.
Right.
But she had anxiety, and I couldn't get mad at her
Mm.
because I was like, "Oh, you just missed your mommy." Well, I
I-
guess okay, I get the mommy daddy thing only if you're a pet parent,
I'm
but your pet is dead.
kind of half.
So-
Oh God.
I'm sorry.
I have
True.
3 new pets.
no,
They're cats.
those are mine.
Okay,
They're my cats.
they are.
Because if I die, the cats are going to my brother. Sorry.
You want him?
It's
you,
in my will. Literally, I have a will that I made in Google Drive. It's not notarized yet. That if I die,
So
that if I die, my cats are going to my little brother.
you want them to
Connor,
have
take
6
good care of
cats
them.
at the house?
Oh, it would be 6.
Yeah.
He'll be
would-
a weird cat, not lady,
That's
but
fine.
boy.
Well, well,
Lonely cat man.
2 of them are my parents. He only has 1.
Okay.
He only owns 1 cat.
Gabriella, when you're dating a guy, is it a deal breaker if he has a cat?
Yeah, because I'm allergic.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
I'm not gonna make him pick me or the cat.
What if he
but-
checks all the boxes?
Yeah. What if he's like really great at everything, and you date him for like 2 weeks, and you're really feeling it, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Want to come over?" and he doesn't ever mention his cat until you go over there.
It's a question I bring up though.
Oh,
Yeah.
you do?
Yeah.
Like a first date question. You sit down. You're like, "Hi, I'm
Well,
Gabriella.
most
do you have a
people
cat?"
like a casual conversation's like, "Oh, what kind of are you an
Yeah,
animal
yeah,
person?"
yeah.
So it'll come up.
Or like on the dating profiles, I'm pretty sure you can put like cat, right? Can you put like you have animals on there?
I mean, people do.
Yeah.
If a guy's really ugly, most of his pictures will be of his dog. Why is this funny?
Unhinged.
I-
That's
I
I
actually-
don't
that's true.
understand how that's unhinged.
You're not wrong.
I thought that if a guy's ugly, most of their pictures are of them and like 6 other people. So you
That
don't know
too.
which they
girls,
are.
That too,
girls
that
do
too.
that too. Girls do that too.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I think girls do it for a different reason.
Oh.
I feel like girls do it because of the cheerleader effect.
What?
There's this theory, and I've heard of it a lot. It's called the cheerleader effect of like if you are not as attractive as your friends, if you are in a group with them, you are seen as hotter versus alone. So if you walk into a bar by yourself, you're gonna be less hot than if you walk into a bar with 6 other hot girls.
But that's only if you're like a 5 out of 10. So if you're already a hot woman, you don't need other people.
that is true. So I feel like that's why they do the picture thing. Is
Check. All right, there we go. Keep going. My mic wasn't working.
it was working? He just wanted to interrupt us. So I think that that's why they do the picture thing is because for men they put it there so you can't tell which one they are. For women they do it to elevate their appearance.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it's like, bro, just put your face out there, because when you show up to the date, they're gonna
But
find
use
out.
a current photo because I've had
Yeah.
plenty of friends say
Ooh.
that they've
Oh,
been
friends.
kind of catfished.
Really?
Where this is more often than not with females. They'll use a photo from like high school.
Ooh.
And
Yeah.
and now they're in their late 20s and they don't look the same.
Bro.
Yeah,
high
that's
school?
that's so fair. Have you had that happen with a man?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
On the
Or-
dating apps?
No.
What's like the worst date you've been on?
the worst date?
First
yeah.
date?
No, not first.
Mm.
Usually first, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't. We were talking about this the other day. 'Cause I don't really have any like horror stories, date stories either.
I don't know. I hate when people are on their phone.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I
that's
think it's
bad.
just rude.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's a pet peeve of mine. Just in anything. What are you doing with your mouth?
Can you not?
There was pasta in it.
He's the worst.
Um,
Well, my worst date was rollerblading.
what do you mean?
I went on a rollerblading date with a guy,
Oh, I could have told him that would have went poorly.
but I had rollerbladed a lot back then.
Okay.
And we
So
went-
how did you forget how to rollerblade
what do you mean?
effectively?
I didn't forget.
Are you-
Rude. I didn't forget how to rollerblade. Paul tries to make me go down really big hills.
Oh wait, is that the time you cried?
Yeah. But this time, the date I'm talking about, thanks for interrupting me, Paul, was that I had a date. I think it might have been the first date we had after we had like met drunkenly.
Oh.
And it was on a trail and we're rollerblading and it was a fun time. And then we get to this hill and the guy was like he was funny, but like that was like, it's never good when you describe a guy as like he's funny.
Was he just a generic white man with nothing
Yeah.
special about
Yeah.
him except he was
He's
mildly funny?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And so we get to this hill and logic tells me don't go down the hill. It's not a friendly hill.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, I have this bright idea. And this man at this point is like 26, 27, and I'm like 21, 22. So he should be bright at this point, but he's not. And he's like, oh, I'll go down the hill first. I'll wait for you at the bottom of the hill, and then you come down and I'll catch you.
No.
Remember that conversation we just had about why women live longer than men?
Yes. But of course, like, I'm like, okay, sure. I start coming down the hill, and I'm like trying my best to brake, but like it's not working. And I crash into him. He falls on top of me, and I slide on the pavement all the way into, like, him on top of me and me under into the bushes and the trees.
What?
Immediately after, I've got blood all the way down my legs and back.
Ouch.
And I had to somehow make it home because we're at this point like 2 miles into the trail.
Oh, man.
So we had to rollerblade home. And then I was like, okay, like night, went home, and I had to lay over the back of the couch with my pants down, and my mom had to pick gravel out of my ass. I had a road rash.
Why are you laughing? That's horrible.
It was a horrible date. And it really wasn't on, I mean, yes, it was kind of on him because that was a stupid idea.
Yeah.
But I also went along with it. But it's mostly just like the activity did not go as planned. So, I mean.
No shit.
Yeah.
Did you
so
talk
like,
after that?
Yeah, we did talk after that, unfortunately, for like another month.
To be honest, rollerblading's kind of, unless you know you're like decently good, is kind of a bad first date because like you might get the ick just from how he looks on rollerblades. Like,
True. No, we don't need it. Oh, God.
Do you
Like
think
that?
you look
That's
good
true.
rollerblading?
do I?
I'm asking you. Do you think you look good?
I think I know. It probably
It's a yes or no question.
I would think it looks like I know what I'm doing. In
So
a way.
yes or no?
Yeah.
But here's an unpopular
okay, good.
opinion: is no. I just don't think men are hot when they rollerblade.
Oh.
Like, I'm so sad. I was like, no, like you do great.
Thank you.
love that you rollerblade. It's awesome. But like seeing a man rollerblade just reminds me of a 5-year-old. I don't know why it seems like a 5-year-old sport. But I know you guys think it's really cool.
You still don't.
No,
Okay.
I don't, and I wish
All
I
right.
did.
But
Like,
you,
It hurts.
you know,
Would you rather see me on a longboard or something?
maybe yeah.
no,
What?
longboards give like middle school.
Yeah.
I don't. I guess
Vibes.
I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
rollerblades kind of take a cycle where it's like young and then
Old.
you can.
It became
you
trendy
can come back
a little
to
bit too.
It
you,
did, yeah. Someone said that running is the new rollerblading
Yeah.
of the 90s.
Because you cannot go back. You can't just start longboarding in your 30s. I mean, you could. You could do anything.
But like, I don't really want to see anyone in their 30s rollerblading for fun either.
Oh, wow. That's fucked up.
Like, Gabriella, chime in here. Like, if you
Jeez.
It's okay. You're almost
You know
40, so
what?
then it won't apply.
Exactly.
Right. I'm going to keep
wrong.
going.
I'm so sorry.
I'm going to keep rollerblading now.
No,
'cause Mac doesn't
I-
like
Keep
it.
doing what you love.
Yeah, it's not that I don't like it on you. I'm dating you for you. I'm just saying, like, if I met a man and they were like so into rollerblading and they were like your age,
Mm.
I probably like it just like wouldn't be something where I'm like, that's really hot. That is a hot
Yeah,
hobby. It's just
I
more of
get
those
it.
things. It's like, oh, so he just like, you know,
Yeah. I don't know anyone who's like out
Blade
there like,
squad.
oh yeah, I blade 200 or 100 miles a week for fitness. Like, I don't know anyone who's doing that. Really? Right?
but that wouldn't make it better.
No, I know. That's just
Also,
I don't know if that's a thing.
It could be.
I don't
It
know.
might be. I don't know. Cycling. Do you like cyclists?
No,
No.
I don't like cycling myself. I don't want to
She
date someone who
really
likes to do
doesn't.
it.
She really doesn't like biking. Gabriella,
No.
do you have a bike?
No, I use my dad's bike.
Do you like to bike?
Yeah, generally
Really?
speaking.
Like
It's a nice,
casually?
like a comfy road bike.
Yeah. I would
Not
do that.
intense.
Yeah, no one wants to like try to get a workout in. I just want to like ride to a brewery, get a hot dog. You know,
Mhm.
Simple life.
simple life.
Something about girls later in life eating hot dogs too. Doesn't do it for me.
That's really mean. And
You should be canceled.
honestly, yeah.
I'm kidding.
Also,
Kidding.
like, it's a wiener-shaped food, and you don't think it's hot when a girl eats a wiener-shaped food, and then that is you not being cool.
A banana, maybe. A
No.
nice ripe banana.
No, if it's ripe, it's too squishy.
Oh.
Ew, it gets all over your mouth. Blech.
We haven't asked Gabriella any questions yet, and we're 20 minutes in, I'm pretty sure.
No, we did ask her worst date story, and she had none.
Let's
I
go.
don't, they're just generic. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know. No stand out.
Let's go back to the
Mhm.
beginning. So you grew up in Rockford.
Start at the very beginning.
How many
A
how many
very
siblings do you
good
have?
place
2,
to
right?
Start. One sibling.
One sibling. Okay.
Mhm.
What was your childhood like?
What was my childhood like?
Yeah.
I don't know. Generic.
Generic, like pretty
Was
standard.
it normal?
Raised by a white man.
and
wait, you only were raised by your father?
In my mother.
Oh, okay. I was
her
like,
mom's not white.
My mother is Hispanic.
oh yeah. So you
And
were
I'm Chinese.
You were adopted.
No,
Right?
I'm a miracle. Why is that funny?
Wait, what do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
This is
your
not
dad's,
true.
Your dad's white.
I'm so confused.
Your mom's Hispanic, and they made you?
By praying.
No. I don't know how long this bit is gonna go.
What do you mean? So you're a miracle.
That's
baby.
what they told you. They wanted a Chinese baby, so they prayed really hard on it.
Also, I'm almost positive I met your mom. I don't think was she really Hispanic?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Colombian. No. I am adopted.
Was your sister?
They did pray for me.
Was your sister also adopted?
Yes.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
You've seen her. Did she look Hispanic or white?
Let's have a biology lesson.
right.
That is, I did forget that I've met her.
If you pray hard enough, you can have any race of baby you want. Not biologically.
Yeah, but you can though.
You can. That's true. Were you adopted? Like, if you don't mind me asking, like as a baby, like.
I was almost 2, so it's a little bit
okay.
older, but
Yeah.
Same
I
with
was
your
still
sister?
a baby. No, she was like 6 months, so she was a baby.
Okay.
Different time though. She got adopted, and then they got adopted me, and then when they brought me back, my sister was like, "Take her back to China," and she really likes bringing up that story. I'm
Oh.
like, man, knife to the heart, but it's funny.
It is.
Oh wait, how much older? Years
She's
older?
a year and a half older.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
At
Okay.
least you can like somewhat like you can relate to your sister in that sense, though, that because you both are adopted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge. I'm sure, like for you guys coming up, because like, what age did they tell you were adopted early on?
I mean, I
I was like,
realized
this
I
should-
looked in a mirror. Like, I don't look like mommy or daddy. Like,
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that. I guess like,
did they?
I guess you
also-
hear stories where people
Right.
don't want to tell their child. But I mean,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
typically when
They're
the
the
kid
same race.
looks like their parents.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. But I guess I wouldn't even have known what adoption was when I was like 5. If I
Well,
think
because
back.
Different upbringing.
That's
yeah,
true. That's true.
you wouldn't have
guess.
had that. That wouldn't have been a big part of your life.
What is it? Do you struggle like with not knowing your biological parents, or do you know them?
I do not know
You do
them.
not know them. Okay.
It's something I've worked through.
Mm.
So.
I dated a girl who was from India, and she would actually had a hard time like on her birthdays. And I don't think maybe I don't know, you know more than me, I'm sure, that like you can't see the paperwork who your biological parents were all the time.
No,
You
I mean,
yeah.
especially just for China, I was part of that one child policy, so
Oh.
a lot of girls don't know their background story, and if they do, I quite frankly don't know if I'd want to know mine. I was actually talking with someone who was adopted at the same time as me. We call each other China sisters, just because we all came across the deep ocean. I don't know.
Yeah.
We came to America at the same time.
Pacific.
But all of our parents actually did a good job, and they did yearly reunions for all of us girls, so we would all be able to reconnect.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So anyway, I was talking with her, and what was the question?
Where's she from or living now?
The United States.
I know, like in Michigan.
The
No.
United States.
Okay.
What was the question? Oh,
We
God.
asked about closed adoptions, and you said you might not want to know.
Oh,
your
yeah, we were
backstory.
talking
Yeah.
about how just the trauma of adoption and actually how it relates to dating. But she was saying how sometimes she went back to China and she was actually able to go back and find her foster parents.
Whoa. Oh.
And also
Oh.
went back to the orphanage she was from. And the guy was saying some stories on how he found babies in trash cans. It's sad.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if mentally I'd want to know that.
How old was she when she was adopted?
She was 2, so she was older like me.
Okay. Okay.
Is
So-
that one child policy still a thing in China?
I think it's 2 now.
It's 2. Okay. Jeez. What? I don't even understand. What happens if you have 3?
You don't.
You don't.
You don't. You have to get the surgery. What somebody
You just
does?
don't.
You just don't
Yeah.
have it. If it accidentally happens, then
That
You're in
baby
trouble.
that baby goes away somehow.
You just don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just don't. That's just kind
crazy.
of how it works.
Jesus.
I wonder if like way back when it was implemented, if like people who had 3 at the time were like, oh fuck, I gotta pick my favorite one.
I'm sure there's horror stories about
Like,
things
yeah, like I
that.
wonder like if they made people get rid of one. I don't know how long back it dates though,
I don't know.
I
because
don't
it's
know.
kind of insane.
Somebody tell us. I don't know. Yeah, that's crazy.
If you know, put it in the comments below.
Yeah.
Nice plug.
On YouTube. I'm trying to like think how to piggyback off of that. So with adoption, have you, are there like, I don't want to say groups, but like even locally in Grand Rapids or in Michigan that you can meet up with like
Like a local adoptee.
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
At my alma mater, college alma mater,
Mm-hmm.
they have a group, I think, of Asian adoptees. But it's more of a resource for college students. I guess I could try to plug into that now as an adult,
Or
but
an alum,
Right.
as an alum, or they had
Yeah,
for
that too.
Yeah.
alumni kind of thing. How has it affected your dating? You said that kind of you had to work through that.
oh, we were connecting it to like trauma of adoption with abandonment issues and separation anxiety, things like that.
Yeah.
Just because sometimes what people do, not even if you're not adopted, people will look to another person for validation in a similar way that babies do that with their parents. But because we didn't have that with whoever our birth parent was, so then it just really fucky-wucky messed up.
Yeah.
So then it's just when you get rejected with dating, it hurts a different way. Different things to heal, and it brings up different wounds.
Yeah. No, that definitely makes sense. Did you have issues then, like, like during your childhood, then being adopted? Do you ever have times when you acted out or used your adoption against your parents at all, or did you not really have any sort of, I guess not anger, but like those moments of like, you're not really my parents, you know, kind of like those instances where like either you felt like really angry or like lost or things like that?
I was a difficult child. I was horrible to raise.
Really?
Yeah. I was like, God bless my mother. I'll never tell her that, but
You'll never.
I'll never admit it, but thank you.
no, but
Jeez.
I don't like. My parents were always like, "We're your parents" because they're my parents.
Right,
Like,
right.
We're family in the way that family matters for us.
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not one of those like, "Oh, blood is thicker than water."
Right.
I mean,
So-
in some instances, sure, but in our case, no, they're my parents.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
yeah,
Would you adopt in the future if having kids, or no?
maybe,
Like
but I
it's-
kind of want to make my own.
Okay, I just wondered if that totally makes sense. I just wondered if because you obviously were adopted, if you had some sort of connection to like, I really want to be able to do that for someone else.
I remember the girl I was dating that was adopted. She didn't give a fuck about how much trouble she got in, what her parents thought of her. And I actually envied that about her because, I don't know, like American nuclear families, sometimes like the judgment you feel can hinder you from doing things in life. And she did not care about what her parents thought about her. It was kind of strange. Like there was
But was it?
Huh?
Was that like connected to her being adopted, or was
I
it
don't
just,
know. I can't remember if I really asked
Yeah,
her
was
about
she
that.
just kind of an asshole?
Well, her brother was like that too. She had a brother, and they were both kind of like.
So maybe it was just a family thing.
Maybe it was.
Was your brother also adopted?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I just felt. I remember being in the relationship like, God, I envy so much of like how they act with their parents. Maybe it's because they aren't like blood related, and they
Potentially,
look at them differently. Maybe I don't know. I'm sure it's case by case.
Whatever
Why
their
were you-
dynamics are.
How were
Right.
you such a bad child? Like a difficult child
I
to
was
raise?
I was just misbehaved.
You acted out a lot?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Were you a party animal in like high school?
I don't know what you mean by party animal. It depends on your definition of party.
See,
Did you drink before the age of 21?
I had my first legal drink in an airport.
Legal?
Drink in an airport in
Right.
the Detroit airport, actually, on my way back from China
You're saying
when I studied abroad. And that is when I had my first legal drink. Thank you for asking that question.
Gabriella didn't start drinking until she was 21, everyone.
I had
Just
to
like
really
me.
think about that answer. I was like, wait,
Just
that
like
is
me.
not what I asked.
It was a good answer, wasn't it?
It was, and I was like,
Yeah.
wait, I asked you when you're legally drinking. Okay, this makes more
Gabriella,
sense.
let me ask you this. Who from your family do you think is going to watch this? That's what I'm curious about.
I don't know.
You don't know? Would you be worried? Like, do you live day to day like You worry about what they think about you or what you
No,
do?
because I know they'll always love me. So
Okay,
Aw,
that's good.
so nice.
yeah, isn't it?
It is. That's really reassuring.
Because I've already done a lot of stupid stuff. So I'm like, well, they're still here. They didn't send me
you-
back.
Have you've gotten in trouble for things like actual stupid things?
What crimes have you committed?
Okay, that's not what I meant.
I've never committed a crime.
Damn.
I meant
I have
like
a clean record. You can look me up and do a background check, and I will pass.
We do that for all of our guests. I mean, like, so there's kids who like do stupid stuff, right? But their parents never catch them. Your parents have caught you doing
Oh, yeah.
stupid stuff.
Oh, really? I've never really been caught doing anything.
Well, I want to know about
with my parents. I
Gabriella.
know. Go ahead. I'm just like,
Not Paul.
I can't imagine what that would be like in the moment.
You're just like, oh shit. Well,
Really?
There's nothing else. You can't lie because that's like,
They synced it.
yeah.
Oh, I would try.
Oh, here's an example. So I have tattoos, and my parents are against tattoos because your body is a temple.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes.
my mom also viewed it as branding your body,
Oh.
What do you mean? Like,
like connected to slavery,
Oh.
like branding.
wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know. Anywho, and then my dad also thinks it's unprofessional, which yes and no, but anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I had tattoos, and I got my first tattoo with my sister, and my second tattoo with my sister, and she got it in obvious places. So she got one behind her ear and on her arm, where people could see it, and I got mine kind of on my chest area,
Mm-hmm.
and so no, they wouldn't see it. So I was like, oh, I'll just wear one pieces forever. Good luck, sister. Like,
You're on your own. Don't rat me out.
well, I think she did
Oh,
because one time I remember being in my my closet changing.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom just came storming in, and she's like, "Let me see it." And I was like, "See what?" She's like, "Your tattoos." And I was like, "What do you mean?" Because I didn't tell her I got it.
Yeah.
And she was like, "An angel told me in a prayer,
No.
Dad, you
did
have
not say that.
tattoos. Now show them to me." And I was like, "Well, I think my sister's the angel, but okay."
Dude, your
well."
mom prays a lot of things into
She
existence.
she is very religious, and I
Yeah.
give that to her.
Yeah.
The
How
most
long
religious-
after the tattoos did they find out?
I can't remember.
Days.
It was a
There's
while,
no
a
way.
long time
Oh,
ago. Because
really?
it's not like they would have known before. Because what's she gonna say? Take off your top?
Right.
You
That
can't
is
say that to
true.
your adult child.
Yeah, true. You're right. It must
Mhm.
have been when you were a kid, or not really a kid.
Well,
but-
like, it was after.
Teen-
It was
teen
after I
kid?
turned 18 because I got the tattoo when I turned
Oh
18.
yeah. I guess right. You do have to be
Yeah.
18 to get those things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still don't have one.
You should get one.
Get one.
Peer
I'll
pressure,
talk to your
peer
mom about it.
pressure.
I'm going to talk to your mom about it. See
Yeah.
what she thinks.
Yeah.
I want to see.
She's gonna be like, you know what? The angel actually told me you should get a tattoo. I've been thinking about it for a
I'm
while.
praying
Or they
on
gave
it.
me money for a TV for my for Christmas because I asked for a TV, and I used that money to buy a tattoo.
Nice.
Another one. And were they like, "Where's your TV?"
Well, my mom, yeah, she's like, "What'd you do with the money?" And I was like, "I spent it." And then I got a TV for my birthday because I was like, she's like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And this is how it came out. And she was like, "Well, we gave you money for a TV. Where'd it go?" And then I was like, "Oh, well, I'm wearing it."
You could have lied in that moment and been like,
Well,
"Oh, I got a couple of
why would I lie?
outfits
I
and
don't know. I
shoes."
don't like. This is one of the things. I'm very big on honesty.
Mm.
I can see that. Yeah.
So
You've been
I'd rather not answer
you've
than
been brutally honest with us before, so I could see that.
I don't,
Brutally honest with
when?
Paul. You
No.
told
Like-
him that he's not like cool.
Did
When
did
did I
she?
say that?
She said.
I said his burping was gross and that he's
Wow.
old.
2 actual facts. I will agree. Those are
30,
facts.
35 years young, baby.
But I guess it's not that bad.
That's true.
I once was talking to a person in their 40s,
Like,
Like-
romantically?
They
like
were-
from Tinder or something like that.
Okay.
And I
How
remember
old were you?
like 22.
Damn.
And I was telling my friends about it, and they would be like, "Gab, if you're gonna talk about the 40-year-old, don't like
Oh my god.
stop talking to him." I was like, "You know what? You're right." But also,
Did you actually like him?
no. Well, just for funsies. I don't know.
Yeah.
what I
Just
was
for
doing.
fun.
She had
Funsies.
that age preference set up to 45, or what's going on?
I don't know. I just
Yeah.
kind of kept it open.
It just happened.
You're like, whoever slides in, slides in.
It was just.
Would you have a sugar daddy if you could?
I tried in Florida, and it didn't work
Oh,
out.
wait.
Oh, like a real, like not off the website, but actually.
No, I got a seeking arrangement
Wh-
account.
What?
Really? My friend tried that
Hang
too.
on.
Down in Miami, like that's the place to do it. It didn't work out though,
Why?
because a lot of it was just like weird fetish type things. Like one guy
Oh.
was like, "I want you to lick the bottom of your shoe and make sure it's dirty," or like take a picture of yourself with your face in the toilet, and it was like $10 a picture, and I was like, "That's not worth it."
No.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, you wanted.
That's like, less sugar daddy and more creepy creep.
I don't know, but that's
Yeah.
a lot of them were like exchange. That's what I was finding, and I was like, well, this ain't worth it.
You ever thought about OnlyFans?
I did.
You tried OnlyFans?
No, I've thought about it, but no,
You
I can't.
I was like,
tried.
shoot,
You can't really try it secretly. You can't.
Yeah.
Because the only way to get people to purchase your what you're selling is to put it out there.
That is not true.
How?
Because remember, my friend did that. One of my friends that I used to have got an OnlyFans, told nobody about it, and made some money on it because people will stumble across your OnlyFans.
Do you think she was selling it in her TikTok DMs?
You have to promote it, I
Oh,
thought.
I don't know.
Because there's so much out there. But
Yeah, you
anyway.
have to.
I thought you could just.
I've talked about that
scroll.
with my parents. They're like, don't.
Don't. When you were when in your guys' ideal world, if you wanted a sugar daddy, would you prefer it just be online and send them photos?
There are ways to do it where it's just like completely platonic and you just hang out with these lonely old men.
Yeah, I would like that.
I mean, you just got to go to dinner with them, hang out, talk,
I've done that before.
show them your youth.
That would be ideal.
Yeah.
Just ask them for, pay my rent. I need to go on vacation.
Yeah.
Ideally, yeah.
Typically, those situations, though, from what I've learned, it's just like you
Eesh.
don't really ask. It's just stuff that they give, and it's kind of in a contract
True.
sort of thing.
Yeah, that would make sense.
It would get dicey, I feel like. I don't know.
I don't
It'd be
know
hard to end it, no?
If you had an account, you
If
just
they have-
delete the account.
If they have that much control over
Get
you.
like a burner phone to do it.
Yeah.
The Florida situation, were you online looking for somebody to bring you to Florida?
No, I lived
No.
there.
Oh, you did? I didn't know you. Did you know she lived in Florida?
Yes, I did know she lived in Florida.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm learning new things. That's why
Not
we do
for
these-
very long though.
No, just a year.
And then
Oh.
I moved there for work.
Oh, your
Mhm.
family's work?
No,
there
this
was-
is So I graduated, sold my soul to corporate America, and
Okay.
the corporate America job moved me down there.
Okay.
And I was the executive assistant to the CEO of
Wow.
the company.
Ooh.
What? I'm not gonna ask
that
what
sounds
company.
fancy.
Was it Google?
No,
Must
Kidding.
have been Google.
different world.
Was it you were in Miami?
Well, Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lottie Dottie.
Fun place.
You didn't like
But
Florida?
Yeah.
I liked it,
Did you?
but not the first half of the year that I was there because I was pushing 80 to 100 hours a week working.
Oh.
I had no friends.
Dang.
All I was doing was working. I was getting cussed out on my days off.
By your boss?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah. And the people I was working with, they were essentially married to their job too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, and then I just was like always crying because I was like, well, this is horrible. I had no friends, and it was just not it for Gabriella. So I
Do you-
quit that job.
Oh, you did.
But I wanted to stay in Florida, so then I did a recruiting gig
Nice.
to just
Oh.
pay out my rent and hang out.
And then eventually didn't want to do that.
No, well, I knew like I was going to come back home eventually, but I wanted to.
Experience life
Florida,
not
yeah.
there. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
You do a lot of dating in Florida?
Yeah, tried to.
How's the dating life there?
It's very
dating
different from
scene?
Grand Rapids. South Florida is very vapid in just their culture, just because you got a lot of the Latin influence. It's very showy and everything like that. So I'd go on a lot of dates with these men, and they'd be like, oh, let me show you my Lamborghini, or let
Really?
me take you on a flight. Let me show you all this money. And I'm like,
Ooh.
do you have a personality aside from your money? Like, gosh, like,
Most of them didn't.
no. But some, you had pretty decent conversations with some people.
They probably got stories.
Nice experiences? Did you go on any planes?
No.
No.
Well, no.
Wait, what is
She had to
okay,
think
wait,
about it.
wait, yeah, what is that? Well, no.
Well, I had a friend. I called them my Boston friend because when I first matched with them, they were like, we hung out, and then they were like, oh, I'm moving to Boston. So I helped move them to Boston, like pack up their Florida apartment, and
Okay.
they moved to they moved to Boston. Ah!
Velocity.
They moved to Boston, and then wanted me to come visit. So I went up and visited. So they bought me a plane
They bought you
ticket.
the
Yeah.
ticket?
So it wasn't
Oh,
like
that's kinda
their
nice.
plane. Well, no, because then you get up there, and then obviously certain things are expected, and I didn't want to do those certain things.
Yep.
And then he
Oh.
ghosted me.
While
While
you were there?
Oh, yeah.
No, he ghosts me while I'm there.
Oh, okay. I see.
He
But
just
it was
like,
after.
sent you home as like, peace out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I've
Ah.
told this story to some of my guy friends. They're like, well, what did you expect?
I'll be honest.
If a guy flies you out, like...
I'll be honest.
Eek.
What did you? But no, he shouldn't expect that. I mean, I feel like you should have a conversation before he flies you out. Probably.
Well, did you guys have a thing before? Like, were you talking or was it
we were
like...
talking. We were Tinder friends. We did Tinder activities.
Okay, I had never been on the Tinder. I don't understand.
You do Tinder things.
Like
did
Tinder things.
Tinder activities.
You make out at bars.
Sure.
Okay, I'm starting to get the lowdown here.
Yeah.
I'm understanding what
But
this
when I
Tinder
went up
thing
and
is.
visited him, I just wasn't in the mood to do Tinder activities.
Mm.
So.
But you had already done Tinder activities prior to that.
Tinder activities.
Why is that funny?
gonna
Because
be
now
the-
I'm understanding why he might have expected
That's
it.
going to be the name of this
But
episode.
that's not fair.
The Tinder activities? No, I'm going to sound like this hoe.
Are you still okay? I have a question about dating apps.
Okay.
Tinder activities, not really, but kind of. So if you have a Hinge and a Bumble and a Tinder, are they all used for different purposes? Like if you go on Tinder now, can you go on Tinder and find a relationship? Or if you're on there, you're like, I'm definitely just going to do Tinder activities.
Are people still using Tinder, honestly?
I don't have Tinder and I don't have Bumble.
No.
One, I don't like Bumble because, call me a traditionalist, but if
Right.
a guy has to wait for a girl to make the first move, I
Right.
don't think he has enough testosterone.
Ooh.
Fair. I actually, yeah,
he, needs
fair.
to he needs to take the medicine.
I don't know. That's just me. Tinder, I don't
You
know.
don't think he has
Tinder's
enough testosterone.
I mean, I actually kind of
my
would agree with
God.
that a little bit.
I don't know. I like chivalry. I like when guys hold the door for me. All the guys
Yeah.
did it in Florida. They always held the door. They
Mhm.
always
Yeah.
did all the things.
Does Grand Rapids guys not do all the
No,
things?
they're just a little bit more casual about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I could
or
see
like
that.
paying and bills in
Oof.
Florida. They like I was never even quite like the waitress would always put it in front of the guy.
Oh, wow.
I did that when I was
Always.
when I was a server / bartender. I would always do that when I saw people on a date. I would always give it to the guy no
Yeah.
matter what.
But when you come here, they'll put it in the middle of the
The
table.
middle,
so then you
yeah.
have that awkward. Oh, let me like slowly
Right.
how are we gonna do? It's just so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I feel like
I hate it.
if someone asks you on a date,
It's
Mhm.
whoever does the asking.
yes, like eventually, if
Mhm.
I were to ask, I asked Paul on a date one time.
Did you?
Yeah, I took you to a play and I took you to dinner.
Nothing was paid for. It was free.
Yeah. Well, it was free because I had gift cards, but I paid.
Yeah, it was her date.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my date.
If
so I
she
paid
did
for
not
you.
tell you she had gift cards, you would have been under the impression that she had paid, correct?
Probably.
because
So,
I asked you to
yeah.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Versus like if you had been like, hey, want to go to a dinner and play, I would expect that you would be paying for me
think
because
I
you
paid.
asked me to go.
Yeah.
I think I did pay for the Sour Patch Kids at the theater, though.
Do you want
Because nobody wants.
do you want
those.
like $3.75 from Mac
still
now?
waiting.
Like
Still
Yeah, like I'm sorry.
Still waiting on that Venmo, but you're only on
He has a
Hinge.
roof to live under.
Yeah, but I don't really use Hinge, and
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time I went on it.
So what do you use? Or are you not
Real
on
life.
dating apps?
Real life, I don't
You're
know.
on the real life
The
app.
Yeah.
streets, man.
I don't
The
know.
streets.
You're on the streets.
I'm not looking right now. I'm
Mm.
like,
You working on you?
Taking a
I'm
deep
working
breath
on me.
I like
away
that.
from dating.
Saying a prayer that Love is Blind calls me back.
Oh yeah, we need to
No,
talk about
yeah, the
that.
podcast people need to know about.
Did you tell your mom to pray for you for that? Because she will manifest
Yeah,
that shit.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
actually- I think
told
it's
her I
important.
applied, and she was like, "What is this show?"
No,
Like,
I think that we need Gabriella to go walk us through her 2 applications.
2.
Oh yes, her 2 applications. Gabriella, please walk us through.
how am I supposed to walk you
Oh,
through
this is
this?
Like-
good. This is good. Keep going. I'm gonna get a water. Keep
Okay,
talking.
tell us about your mindset. Will you please get me another drink from the refrigerator? So, from my understanding, is you had a pretty shit day, prior night.
It was a shit night.
Night
so,
day?
yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Someone
So
broke my heart, so then I was crying.
and you cried your way through a Love Is Blind.
Application because
Yeah.
I was FaceTiming a friend because I was sad, and I was
Mhm.
like, "This is what I do when I'm sad. You call your friends and have them cheer you up." And she was like, "You should apply to Love Is Blind. Here's the link." And I was like,
Here's
in
the
tears. So I was like, "Fuck it, let's do it." So I was applying
Yeah.
to it, and so my answers that first time was they were
No,
just,
please give us some.
I don't even remember all of them.
I
now.
remember specifically
did
one
I
of them was
say?
like something like, "How do you feel about the pods?" And you're like, well, "I don't know what the pods are," because at this point you hadn't watched. Love
No,
Is
I
Blind.
didn't even know what the show was.
Really?
I was just
Yeah.
applying to it because I was just like, well, it's something to get me to stop crying, but it didn't because I was crying while I was filling it out.
And wasn't it like asking you about your prior dating
Oh, yeah.
life and all this stuff?
One of them was one of the questions because this application's like 60 questions long. And the
Whoa.
Very long. I did start filling it out for Danielle.
one of the questions was like, describe your last relation, or when was your last relationship? And I was like, well, if you're counting the last time I was talking, like it was like less than 2 hours ago is when it
Oh.
ended. I was like, my answers were just really unhealthy. I was like,
Unhinged.
yeah, really sad.
So
and then you have to submit a video of yourself selling like why you want to be on Love Is Blind. Like my
Yeah.
name's Gabriella, and I want to be on Love Is Blind because I believe in true love. I don't know, like
Yeah.
15 seconds. You're essentially like good lighting. It's a video, right?
Yeah.
It's just a 15-second video of me crying.
I love that. I hope they did it. Wait.
So-
Did they tell you when you submitted it?
I have no idea. But then the next day I was like, maybe I should just try it.
Again,
So I did
like
it
actually
with,
give
like,
it your
in a
best
good,
effort.
yeah, in a good
yeah.
mindset. So then I tried.
So you submitted 2 videos of yourself?
Yeah, but what's your second video? Like, hey, I'm really sorry about what I said.
Like, hey guys, I'm back.
Yeah.
Remember all that?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I figured I'd try again.
There was honestly, if I were a casting person
Yeah.
and I saw that video, I'd be like, this is television.
Yeah.
This person needs to be on here for so many
Well,
reasons.
some people were like, yeah, you'd be like really entertaining. But I was like, I don't know. I talked about this with one other friend. They were like, it kind of gives dance monkey dance sort of thing. And that's what reality TV
Yeah.
is. So I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Love is Blind is getting in I feel like
They've
they're
been getting in a little bit of a trouble.
a lot
Yeah,
of
they
trouble.
have.
But
I
do
don't
you
know.
think that you could be on like a reality dating show just under the pure assumption that you're going to have to be open and like sentimental or / emotional about like deep traumatic things? You know what I
know.
mean? Like you have to reach
Yeah.
a new level of like vulnerability.
And you
there,
have to do
right?
it in front of a camera.
Right.
Yes, in an almost inauthentic way sometimes, right? At moments.
Because I've seen things where, well, it's not like The Bachelor where they lock you in and pump you full of booze
and then
like,
also make you cry with
Yeah.
replaying scary sad stories.
or like half the scenes they use are from them in the middle of the night because they're just like going and going
Oh,
and everyone's
really?
kind of tired, sleep deprived,
Yeah.
drunk,
I didn't know that.
There's like a whole documentary on it
Really?
about what they do to like reality shows.
just to get certain
Them-
reactions.
yeah.
They like mentally kind of.
Yeah.
But you sign up
You.
for it and you sign all these waivers and everything.
Yeah,
So
and
I
then-
honestly don't know what they do in the pods or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, from my understanding is you don't have access to your phone for 2 weeks.
Yeah, you have no phone.
Yeah.
I mean, you have alcohol, lead alcohol. They always
Yeah.
fill you
Yeah.
with booze,
Yeah.
but they put it in like little like glasses that you
Yeah.
can't see in, so you don't know how much.
Look, if you want clout, it's like the best place to go.
Yeah, some people.
That is
One of it,
true.
well, the questions was like, "Are you applying? Like, are you trying to get famous or no?" Like,
Yeah.
I was like,
Were
"I'm
you,
not
like-
trying to get famous. I'm genuinely trying to find love here."
No, you should have told them about your dream to become a stock photo.
Well, that wasn't a dream back then, though.
Oh, you're right. That's recent.
that's about
Dream.
a
that was
week and a half.
post marathon.
Correct. That was a
dream.
post
You're
marathon
right.
dream. What I did the week
Honestly,
after.
that's
you
fair.
want us to be able to Google attractive Asian woman?
I didn't add the attractive, but
Oh,
thank
okay.
you.
Yeah.
I'll take that compliment.
You're welcome. Just Asian woman stock photo,
And you'll see me.
you'll see you.
I don't know how people do it.
I feel like we could make that happen without any help.
Yeah, maybe.
Just use like some Google Analytics
What do you mean?
to like push your photo to the top. Like so
It has
Google.
to be on a website though, right?
No, you can put Google Photos up and then just like put some like alternative. I don't really know all the terms for all this UX UI stuff, but you basically can jab it full of things that would trigger like machine learning and AI stuff, so that
Yeah.
if people Google certain keywords, your image comes up.
Mm,
It's the most relevant to the search terms.
I see.
I cannot remember for some reason what that term is, but I do know.
We'll look into
It's a
it.
thing. I think we can do it for you. If you had, so let's say they did take you in on Love is Blind.
Mm.
Tell us about who you would want in your dream pod.
I don't know.
Like, what's your type of guy?
I don't think I have a type. I've had this conversation with so many people, and I've looked at everyone I've had a crush on, everyone I've dated or gone on a date with.
Mm-hmm. You're not sure.
All
yet?
different,
Okay, you just mentioned having crushes on guys.
and I don't have one right now.
Well, no, I was going to ask you that.
Okay.
But, like, in terms of having crushes, do you find yourself liking guys before you know that they like you back?
It's very specific.
Well, I wonder because I'm always so curious about that because maybe it's...
I don't know. I
he's
feel like
drinking
it's
my drink.
germs.
Gross. After you burped. No, he didn't. Because, like, I don't know if... see, for me...
Why did you do it like
that's
that?
weird. Like, I have celebrity crushes or, like...
Do you?
Yeah. Or, like, I have crushes on people, like, in theory, right?
Mhm.
Like, there's people, even, like, on our run team who I'm like, oh, my gosh, I have a crush on them. Like, they're so
Daddy
cool.
John?
Yes. Daddy John. for
Daddy
sure.
John's actually a daddy.
Yeah, which is
Shout out,
adorable.
John.
Daddy John. And which is adorable. But like I don't actually have a crush on him. But and I feel like I
Yeah.
only ever catch feelings for someone once I feel like there's intentional reciprocation there, if
Mhm.
that makes sense. Like
I think there's a level of attraction, and then it builds from
Yeah.
there. Is how
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
that would make sense. Yeah. Oh yeah.
What's it? I mean, what's it been like dating in this Midwest town for you, an Asian woman? Is it do you find like yourself thinking this would be easier in New York or Chicago?
Would you date an Asian man?
I would,
Okay.
but I haven't seen one that I wanted to date.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen one that I want to date. Okay, fair.
I've always thought that like if I was single, it would be almost kind of tricky in a smaller city like this.
Well, you just get a lot of different copy paste versions of
Yeah.
people like you, Paul.
Oh,
So-
yeah, that's
Paul-
exactly
Well,
right.
Paul and I sometimes talk about like if we broke up, he'd have to leave town.
Mm.
Like circles are so small here.
They are so small.
like so small.
They're too small.
Oh my god.
And it's like, well, where is he gonna go? And like, okay, he's gonna get on Tinder. Guess who he's gonna see? All the single people that we hang
Yeah.
out with,
Yeah.
or Hinge, wherever they
I could
are.
write down the list of who would be on there.
You like, there are girls that I know that like I have friendships with that he's seen on the dating app, swiped and like chatted with.
There's
Weird.
girls. Well, I'll tell you off camera what I've seen. Off the record.
But I mean, one time when Paul and I were like, I think we were just like messing around. It was, like just had a thing. We weren't like official or anything like that. And he made some comment about how like he was my only option. Like I wouldn't be able to date anyone else other than him. So I downloaded him.
She says that so casually, like I would say something
He
serious.
did.
Like that.
He said it. And so I was like, screw this. So I was like, I'm going to prove that wrong. So I got on Hinge.
And you went on a date with his dog.
No. I
Wow.
did. Oh, that did happen. But I was on there for like 5 seconds and I get a text from Andrew saying, what's up with this? And it's a screenshot of my profile.
That
Like,
was
that's
kind
how
of recent.
That's quick.
That's how small of a world it is. I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't like a half a year to a year ago. It wasn't recent.
well, you know
but,
what I mean.
yeah, it's like that's such a small world that you can, be on there for 5 seconds and someone we're close to.
Yeah. I mean, in Grand Rapids, are you running out of guys? Like, I don't know. It was like that for me when I lived in Kalamazoo and even Pittsburgh. I would run out of the girls,
And they start replaying.
and then you'd have to like delete the app to get anyone decent back.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So you're not really on that.
I don't really go on
Yeah,
it though.
yeah.
So it doesn't really matter
I
there.
have it, but I don't
Yeah.
remember the last time I was on it. I was like, oops.
Yeah.
What if you have someone just sitting there? Being
Probably.
Like, Gabriella.
Do you
Don't
go?
forget about
Do you like
me.
going out? Do you go out like to the bars and drink at all, or like
I haven't done
party?
that in a long time.
No.
I was actually talking about this with a friend. I was
Yeah.
like, I kind of want to get sloshed.
Yeah.
Well,
but like
we're going to
I want to get
Rumors.
sloshed with like my friends.
Yeah.
I don't like getting drunk alone because that's just
No,
depressing and
that's
gives
sad.
alcoholism vibes.
It's giving sad.
100%.
Yeah.
Well,
I guess nothing wrong with it, but
No.
that's just not for me.
fair.
It's not as
But
much
then when I
fun.
was also just training too, it like really affects your sleep, and also my hangovers are horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This happened when I was in Florida. It was like when I was really realizing it. Like I'm hungover and I'm out until I don't know 8 or 9 p.m. the next day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And people are like, "Oh, it just gets worse when you get older." And I was like, "Cool, awesome."
Yeah.
So now, if like for example, it's like if it's your birthday and like you're taking friends to the bar, I'm like, I must really like you if I'm gonna go to the bar with
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fair. You
Yeah.
didn't go to the bar.
You weren't
though.
at my birthday. That's
I
messed up.
wasn't invited.
Where'd we go? Did we go out?
I don't know because I wasn't invited.
I can't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm
Explanation.
not sure we went out. Anywhere.
We didn't go out. We didn't go out for his birthday.
You went to some sort of dive
went-
bar. I heard about it on the podcast, but not because I was invited.
Where?
Didn't you? Didn't you go to a dive bar? It was like all of you guys. That's not his birthday. It was something else.
That was
then.
Andrew Whitland's birthday.
Oh,
Andrew
I wasn't
Whitland's
invited
birthday.
to that
Yeah, you
either.
did. You didn't come.
I wasn't invited.
He put it in the Discord.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Everyone was invited.
You said you literally no.
Oh, I was sleeping.
Yeah, you put it in
Wake
the Discord.
up.
I think you literally put it in there, and you were like, "Oh, well, I might come," and then you just never came. Yeah, don't even pull that. I was like, we didn't do anything for Paul's
My
real
bad.
birthday. Paul's real birthday was that on a Thursday?
No, did you do a ski trip?
Yeah. Oh my fucking god. We forgot. That's what my birthday was.
Yeah.
Up north.
Oh,
See?
yeah, we were up
Ah,
north.
that's what I was
Okay, yeah,
talking
yeah,
about,
yeah.
not Andrew's.
Yeah, but we didn't go to a dive bar.
You went somewhere.
He went skiing.
Well, up north.
I went wine
We
tasting.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with his Kalamazoo friends and some.
Yeah.
friends.
We weren't close enough yet, Gabrielle. I'm so sorry. Maybe now.
Only a maybe.
Oh, that's
Good
sad. I invited you to my birthday.
I'll be honest.
You
There
didn't
was
come. You had COVID.
Yeah, I know. I had
COVID.
COVID.
there was a person or two up there where I'd be like, yeah, I'd rather have Gabriella.
Really?
I'd rather have me.
No, well, I'll tell you off camera.
Oh.
No bad talking
Shoot.
people. I would
No-
just always have me over anyone else. just
No,
'cause I'm
not
great.
even because it's a bad thing. It's just I don't feel close to them.
I will say it was a really hard birthday to plan because I don't know how to ski or snowboard, and that's what Paul wanted to do first. Like I just thought of something that he'd want to do, so I was like, so I don't know what to do.
You could have done a roller.
Yeah, that would have
Take him to one of those like roller.
Honestly, worse.
That would be sick to do as a team.
But I was like Facebook messaging.
What about my team activity that no one seems to be excited about?
I will help you plan that.
Thank
you only
you.
need 10 people.
I'm busy that
But
day.
I was. That's really mean. He wouldn't be good at
You're
an
not
escape
invited
room.
anyway.
Can you imagine Paul in an escape room?
Yeah.
No.
I'd
He
be
would
helpful.
be stir crazy and he would just be touching everything and we would try to figure things out and he would be no help.
I think Mark would probably be very helpful.
He probably would be good at that, actually.
Yeah.
Very
And then he'd
analytical.
diagnose everyone there.
Very
Diagnose everyone.
analytical. I forgot what we were talking about. But
Well, I was saying that it was hard to plan your birthday because I had to DM people I had never met because
Yeah.
he didn't live in Grand Rapids for very long that I know of. Like, but since I've known you,
Yeah.
you have. But before that, he lived in Kalamazoo, so I was like DMing random people, like, "Hey,
Hey,
you
do
don't
you
know
know
me,
Paul?"
but this is Paul's girlfriend." It was very awkward.
That's
Did they know who
funny.
you were?
No,
Not really.
Well, that's
They
weird.
didn't.
That's why didn't you tell your friends about Mac?
That's a
he
good
has.
question.
See, I feel like it's almost because you have like boy relationships where like these people I knew of them because he's
Wait.
like my friend Marcus or my friend.
we went there before on Halloween.
Not them though. I'd only met them like once, and then some of them
okay.
I'd only met once, and I was also like,
Yeah.
"Hey guys,
Do
what's
your
your
ears
number?"
get hot with these? My ears hot.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Kinda
sorry.
used
They also
to
give me
it.
a headache sometimes too, but I'm in it to win it. But yeah, so it was a very interesting party. But
It was fun. But yeah,
we didn't go to any dive bars.
We should go
so we
out.
didn't miss
We
out.
should go out
Okay.
as a little group.
We are. Did no one see my event?
I RSVP'd.
Okay, I was gonna
What
say.
date is that?
We're dancing.
Yeah, it's after Riverbank Run. We're all dancing.
All right, let's go.
There's a whole thing.
If
and
you publish this before that, open invite
Make
to
sure- make sure
one
you-
of your
Not-
23
not
followers.
an open invite. We actually don't want you.
If you're if you're listening, to
I guess
this,
I'm not allowed to invite people.
if
Don't
you're
listen to Gabriella.
Just kidding.
If you're listening to this, we'll be at Rumors on Saturday, May 11th. Look, the thing about Rumors in Grand Rapids is you cannot go before like 10:30. There's no
yeah,
one
but
there.
we don't want to wait for the line.
There's no one there.
If we bring 26 people,
26?
there's 26 people on the team.
Is everyone going?
Not everyone's going.
At least 15 are.
Okay.
Wow.
Daddy
if we
John.
have-
Daddy John.
I didn't know. I have a feeling Daddy.
He should bring his baby.
Jesus.
Honestly, Henry and John. I'm not here. Yeah, I'd rather meet Liz.
I'd
Or
rather
Liz.
meet Henry.
Liv. I'd rather
Yeah.
live. Liv and Henry, and we
Liv.
can leave John at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun if we get
Because
a gang
like,
out
if
there.
you get there at like 9:00 and it's not busy and we have 15 people, I'm still gonna dance. You know Danielle's gonna dance whether or not there's anyone on
Alright.
the dance floor. Danielle's a major dancer.
Gotta make sure we
I'm
get
gonna
our-
have to take a nap
Yeah,
before this.
I was about to say that we got to get naps in before.
Team nap. Can we do
Yeah,
a team
yeah.
like nap?
Yeah,
That's-
this goes into a mega bed.
Seems inappropriate, but yeah.
How's that inappropriate?
It's
If we
not
all sleep
inappropriate.
together platonically.
I see no issues.
I see.
I call next to John.
She still sees no issues. Damn it. Okay, but we were talking about Gabriella getting on Love Island
No,
before
totally
that.
different show.
Or no, what was
Love
it
is
called?
Blind.
Love is Blind. They're all the same though, right?
They're not. Those are completely
No,
different.
Love Island. They get a bunch of people. It's about very materialistic, and you're like showing
How you
everything
look.
you look. But Love is Blind. You can't see the
You
person.
applied for 2 shows?
No, I just put 2
Only Love
applications
is-
for
yeah,
one.
The same. Yeah. Where are you? How are you
I
lost?
was in the kitchen when you guys were talking about that in the beginning. Well, that's wild. Hopefully one of them gets approved.
Probably not, because it's also in Detroit. So I was like, well, I don't even
that's
live in
right.
Detroit.
I
so-
forgot.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter.
No,
yeah,
it doesn't
they
matter.
did. The post was like calling all Michigan residents.
Right,
so.
right,
Yeah.
right.
I don't know.
I mean, they do it like in random cities, and like they have like, oh, I live 2 hours from here. How are we gonna make this work? They end up, figuring
making
out.
it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I've been noticing with Love is Blind though is a lot of the girls on there especially look very like they've had work done. Like a lot of them.
A
And-
lot of women in general
Yeah.
have had work done.
And when I was
True.
dating in Florida, a lot of men would be like, "You're just so real," and I couldn't understand it until I was like, maybe it's just because I haven't gotten any work done.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
No,
I
that's
don't know
so
if that's
true.
a compliment or not. But in Florida, I was like, I don't know, Florida 5 on a good day,
Yeah.
and in Michigan, I'm like a Michigan 9, baby.
10, baby, let's go.
Let's go.
I love how
The thing is, like, when I think of men in Florida, I'm like, ooh, you're probably a Florida 2 and a Michigan 7.
Yeah, that too.
Because Florida men,
how would you know?
Well, it depends on the type of Florida man you're talking about.
Florida man.
that is true. I guess I'm thinking of like
Like Panhandle, Florida?
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking South Florida.
I'm thinking of
Yeah,
Panhandle,
different.
Florida. I just can't picture anyone in South Florida because the Panhandle men are just overtaken.
Think of DJ Khaled.
No, not like that.
DJ
No,
Khaled.
well, you do get that type too, but
I get what you're saying though.
I'm thinking of like Paul's dad.
Oh,
I don't know what your dad looks like.
Just a white guy.
Whoa.
White guy,
Just
pretty tan.
older white guy. Yeah.
Loves
Tan.
golf.
So he looks like you.
Yeah.
Or you look like him rather because
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
older.
We used to
Scary.
look a lot alike.
My neighbors. I'm just kidding.
You said what?
What?
Um,
And then what happened?
I forgot where I was going.
Did you burp into this
No, I didn't.
microphone too?
No,
He's probably
I was
burped in
thinking about
atmosphere.
that because I've been I rested
I know.
it
I
on my
keep playing
chin
with it. And I'm like,
and I'm
ew.
like,
you just you can talk right into it. Like,
yeah, but
yeah.
I'm
We're
just
asking
thinking
if your gross mouth was touching all of the microphones.
I sterilize them.
yeah, with
When?
what?
I spray
With
'em.
what?
With
Water.
and
The vinegar.
the vinegar that you sprayed your cat with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's what do you call it? Febreze.
No.
Febreze actually sanitizes.
Does it?
Yeah. That's
You
what
do
I'm-
make
Damn
mouth
it.
noises.
Told you.
Gabrielle, I was gonna ask you something. I forgot. Shit.
That's
It
you.
was along those lines.
Around mouth noises
No.
or getting work done. Would you ever get work done?
Would you, that's what I was gonna ask.
I've thought about ears because my earlobes are attached.
What?
What?
Yeah.
Let me see them.
I've never.
Look at my lobes,
Oh.
Okay.
right? And it'd be so cute if
Sure.
it was just like this. If you're on YouTube.
Oh my
you can see it.
gosh.
Wouldn't that be so cute?
I would never have noticed. I understand what you're saying,
I didn't.
but then your
notice
ears are
that.
tiny. Oh, can you do it again?
Like,
Aw.
right?
I think they look cute as they are, though.
My lobes are weird.
They're
So
not,
I'd,
though.
I'd want to fix my lobes.
Is that a thing? Is that something you can do?
Yeah,
Surgery?
but it'd be
Yeah.
cosmetic. It wouldn't be.
You can't get it.
Unless if someone seriously maimed my ear.
Oh.
Made it look like an accident.
We can arrange it.
We could. Mark's a doctor.
Mike Tyson.
So
Mac.
Mike Tyson it for sure. Is that what it is? Mike Tyson?
Yeah, yeah.
Is he the guy who
he
bit
bit
the ear?
someone's ear off?
Yeah, he did.
I don't want to lose it. So you just
Well,
have
no,
to
I'll just bite a little bit.
Just really hard.
I'll pretend that I fell into it. Tasmanian devil.
Mac got her lips done once, and
I
it,
saw that. You
I
posted
did.
about
it
it.
didn't
Yeah, it
last very long.
sucked. I don't recommend. I don't know how women are doing that and keeping it.
I don't know.
It lasts for a month, and it was like $600+.
Or I've thought about, the only other thing I've thought about is microblading my eyebrows, just because I don't really have eyebrows. These are just like drawn on with, I don't know, like
yeah,
a
but is
real.
that
Really?
getting work done?
What is
It's like a-
microblading?
It's like a tattoo for your eyebrows.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it permanent? Kind of.
Semi-permanent.
Yeah.
It fades eventually.
Mm.
But I see older women who've been doing it for years, and their eyebrows, like you see the shape, but it's just an orangey tinge. Like, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
My Kaylee does that.
right.
The guy who does my tattoos, his wife, who I'm
Right.
friends with,
Right.
she does that. Well, not to herself. She does it to other people.
What work are men getting done? Doing
Oh, I was seeing someone, and I liked because
Botox?
that they were a little self-conscious, so they did. They wanted to get liposuction. They were getting laser hair
What?
removal. This was down in
Oh,
Florida.
hair's
Laser
the
hair
big
removal
one.
where?
Chest.
Oh.
Really? Was he a hairy dude?
I don't know, because he was
Oh.
getting laser hair removal.
Whoa.
Did he have really dark head hair?
Yeah.
Dang, I don't know why he wouldn't just wax it.
Yeah, I guess men do the hair a lot on the top of their head. They're getting like.
Well, that's like turkey. Or, I mean,
Yeah.
if you have a hairy butthole, you could,
Bleach it?
yeah.
God damn it.
Paul, he got those moon spiders.
Does he?
Is that what that's called?
Ew.
Yeah.
She said she saw. It's called a moon spider. Is that what that is?
You should Google it.
All right,
Google
I'll
moon
Just
Google
like
it.
the other
spiders.
thing you Googled when I feel like every time I sit on this couch, you're like, let's Google it.
Oh, like gaping
Gaping butthole?
gaping beehole.
Honestly,
Yeah.
so moon spiders are like the little hairs that come out of your butt cracks because they're little moon spiders.
Do you have a hairy butt?
Not
He
unless I
shaves
shave
his
it.
butt, I think.
I'll shave it once in a while.
You want to know what
Just
it
to
kind of
keep it-
grosses me out though about you shaving your butt?
Okay. What?
Do you,
Well, and I only thought about
do you
this
leave
like
the
right
butt
now.
hairs in the shower?
Not that I've seen.
No.
But
No,
what I'm
no.
just thinking about now is he only has one razor that he uses
no.
for his chest, face,
No,
and
no, no.
butthole.
Ew!
First of all,
balls.
I don't use that razor on my face. I use an
Okay.
electric razor on my face, and second of all, I change that blade up.
Do you?
There's more under the sink.
Are there?
So
I think that's a lie.
No.
I've never seen more into the
now,
sink.
do I change it every time I'm blading my beehole and sack? No.
So
Mac puts it on
Basically-
her skin after.
No, I don't. I have my own razor.
Oh, you do.
He's
Okay.
secretly using yours.
That's what now I'm worried about because no,
Those things aren't
that
good.
actually worries me because I like have the flamingo one and I was using it the other day and he saw it in my hand. He goes, "Wait, are you using my razor?" And I was like, "You best not be using this one."
No, women's razors aren't good for anything other than your leg. I feel like you can't really.
How do you know that?
Because the shape.
Tell
of
me
them,
how you know that.
Have you used it?
Yeah,
Like I haven't
using-
dated a woman before. The shape of them just.
And you
isn't-
stole their razor?
I've
And used it on your booty hole?
No,
What'd you use it on
My
that you
face.
had to use it on?
my face.
I wouldn't have done that with that woman's razor. What if she had gross stuff on her?
What if she
the
used it
JJ?
for her hoo-ha?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's on me.
Her hoo-ha is touching, her hoo-ha juices
Or touching your face. That's how you can probably get herpes. If you have herpes on your
Sharing a
mouth
razor.
and you shave your mouth and then you
Nobody's
shave your
shaving their
hoo-ha.
lips.
Close enough.
Not those lips. How did we get to that?
I don't know.
It's just a matter of fact.
Well,
of the
Gabriella
heads
said, do guys do like laser hair removal on their
on their
beehole?
beeholes. Would you do that?
No. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
sure
I
it
thought you
is.
like
It's always a
bleach
thing.
it.
I guess you could do that too.
Yeah, wax and bleach.
Ask your men's locker room. Put a poll.
Yeah, I should. I'll do that tonight. Do you guys bleach?
I don't want to know who does it.
I don't want to know either.
No, because I have a feeling someone there does. I don't know who, but
I'm
someone.
not going to name names, but there probably is.
Paul.
Bleaching. It's me.
I honestly do think out of all the boys that I know, you probably would be the cleanest butthole.
That's a good thing, right?
I mean, again, I'm not speaking in facts. I'm just saying, like, you seem like a clean person in that
Right.
sense. But
You guys also live together, so
yeah, that is
you,
true.
you intimately know his bumhole.
His bumhole.
Damn it. Bumhole seems worse.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Bumhole?
Beehole.
Bumhole?
It all is bad.
Beehole?
It's all bad. Booty hole?
Shithole.
No.
Every time I say like a little weird hole, I'm thinking the weird hole that the pee comes out of in the penis.
The brown eye.
Oh, your urethra?
Brown
I was thinking this would make me think of a South Park episode where they're just like, yeah, like I'm Carmen booty hole. I don't know.
Mac,
I don't.
Mac
I've
would
never
have
watched
no
that.
idea what
I've
that
never
is.
watched that show.
Really, it's a real good show. I
It's-
watch it with one of my close friends all the time.
Do you really?
Mhm.
That's hilarious.
All the time?
Mac would
Mhm.
hate that show.
It's
Hate.
horrible. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I don't know. I like Archer and I like BoJack Horseman.
Those are too existential.
Those are like dry.
Yeah, and they're very existential. This is
Yeah.
just stupid and
Yeah, yeah.
offensive. It's just in your face.
I like existential because I'm
That's what
always
she was
I'm
thinking.
always having an existential crisis.
Right.
What's your existential crisis right now?
Honestly, right now in this moment, I'm thinking about the fact that I have to wake up tomorrow, and that's a big bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She hates the mornings. Are you good with mornings, Gabriella?
Depends if I get to bed on my bedtime.
Do you have to go into the office every day?
Yeah.
That
Really?
sucks because your
No, it
office is
doesn't.
far away.
No, I don't mind it.
Really?
No.
Hmm.
I used to do the whole work from home thing, and it really
Yeah.
just blends. I used to stop my shits to answer a text for work, where I'd stop my showers.
Honestly, true.
Yeah.
I've done things
Where
where
it's
I'm
just like you sit on your couch and then you realize it's 8 p.m. and the day's gone and you haven't done anything.
yeah,
True.
that's true.
You've just been sucked into work. You're like, fuck.
It does blur those lines because even when
Mhm.
I took off Friday because we went to the NFL draft and we got there and I was on my PTO day. I was on a call
Yeah.
while we were parking for the draft. And I was like, hey, I'm actually going to like let you go.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
in
Like,
a
shoot.
freaking meeting. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, I don't like that. After
Yeah.
the corporate job, I just vowed to never do that. I was like, I'm going to live
Yeah.
for myself and work for myself.
Your family's had a business for as long as you've been around?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah.
label queen of West Michigan.
Yeah. We still have a lot of stickers to get rid of.
You mean labels?
She keeps
Labels.
calling them labels. They're
You
stickers.
should post.
It made it
Come
through
to
the
our.
wash.
Pardon?
Your label made it through the wash.
Let's go.
Yeah.
It's a good. It's a good
Wait,
adhesive.
I should post what? Come to our
Come
what?
come to our track workout and get a label.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this won't be up before Thursday, will it?
What?
No. Post
Post
it.
it, like,
you post
tomorrow.
it.
Oh, and get a sticker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
understand.
Before
I understand.
prices go up. I don't know.
Before prices go up. I do want to like make a little goodie bag or something to give away because
You should.
we have extra stuff.
Is there a lot of socks left? Because I need a pair.
Yeah, there's
Oh, I can
Thank
get a
you.
sock. Can I have a sock?
there's some socks.
Mhm. And we'll send you home with a goodie bag.
The goodie bag.
Yeah. Some
Um,
good stuff.
Paul acts like he has any control over that. He doesn't know any inventory or anything. He drives me insane.
Just down here making reels and
Can we
editing.
talk about your YouTube reels? I
Yeah.
think about should I talk to them at least once a day?
do you?
I
love
honest-
That
I
is
liked
my
your
Roman
comment.
Empire.
Yeah, that's your Roman Empire.
And when I messaged that in the Discord, should I defend them? I was laughing so hard to myself, and all I could think
I was too.
I'm the funniest person I know. If no one else is laughing, they all suck.
I
Like-
need to like do better with my YouTube and by posting longer form videos. I've just been. This takes a lot of time when I'm on the computer, and
You also like don't ever shoot content. What are you?
yeah,
What are you
I
gonna do?
need to start shooting my own content again. But somehow I've gotten 850 followers from posting those shitty shorts.
Because you're like, should I talk
yeah,
to them?
should I talk to them?
They
Do you
get
think she's
outraged.
fast?
Dude, like I got
How
like
many
I got
runners?
like 10 followers yesterday from nothing. It doesn't make any
Jeez.
sense.
Paul, speaking of Roman empires,
yeah, go
what's
ahead.
your Roman empire?
What do I think about
All the time.
all the time?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know if there's anything like like very niche like that, but I do think about crimes a lot because I listen to crime podcasts.
Like,
I was listening to I'm a big podcaster too, and
Uh-huh.
they said it was some sort of study, and this is me paraphrasing it. This is me paraphrasing someone else paraphrasing it, so you
Okay.
fact check me.
Uh-huh.
But they did a study, and maybe it was a Harvard study, but anyway, it was say 30 men, and then they had put them in a room and just had them sit there,
Mhm.
and then they asked after the 30 minutes were up, they said, "What did you think about?" And then they did the same thing with a woman. What did you think about after 30
Mhm.
minutes? And like this is like no phone, nothing. The men mostly thought about sex and sports. That was the
Jesus.
consensus for most of their answers.
Okay.
And women thought about a lot of different complex issues like
Yeah.
laundry list, anxiety about whatever, or the last conversation they had with whoever. And I was like, it's very interesting because I was just kind of showing the differences in how
Yeah.
what men and women, biologically speaking, I
Mhm.
guess,
What they
are
think
wired
about.
about. Yeah.
yeah. That
But
makes
you-
sense.
So I guess you're an anomaly if you don't
The
think
older
about
I've gotten-
sex and sports.
The
you
older
think
I've
about
gotten, well, I don't know about sex, but the older I've gotten with sports.
You don't know if you think about sex?
No.
Do you think about sex?
Yes. The older I've gotten,
Yeah.
sports has kind of fallen for me a little
Mm.
bit, where I'm not like, because we went to the NFL draft the
Yeah.
other day, and I just didn't feel, it was fun. I didn't feel as like geeked out as some of those guys you saw that were psychotic.
Well, you do that with running and stuff, though.
Yeah,
So
you
it's
just
still
pick and-
sports.
Sure.
I mean, I've definitely watched you geek out when we went to Heartbreak in Chicago and you saw some girl that was a trail runner.
Yeah, no, I meant like football, baseball, basketball, like the traditional sports.
Yeah. I mean, you
Sure.
have different hobbies, though. Like most men aren't running ultras and marathons in their spare
Right.
time. They're
Yeah.
watching football
Yeah.
Just
and
something-
lifting, whatever
just-
they do.
Yeah, because I work with guys and they're like, "Oh, did you see so and so got traded today?" I'm just like, dude, I can't even keep up with this anymore, and I don't think a woman would be interested if you brought that up to her. But
I wouldn't be.
Yeah, you're right. I could see most men thinking about that. Yeah, they think about sex a lot. That's for sure.
Do you?
He said yes.
Yeah.
How many times a day do you think you think
I
about it?
don't know about.
Well, make an
per day.
estimate.
Maybe probably once a day would be an accurate number, I would think.
I'm trying to think if I really think about it once a day.
I don't think I do.
I don't think I
No.
do either.
No.
No.
Like you're saying like in any facet,
capacity.
any capacity.
You're
Yeah.
Like I am
Man,
today
that's-
now because
that's
we're
like
talking about it.
Yeah, we're talking about it now. But have you ever been like, man, that's real juicy, or like like the sound pasta makes when you stir it? You're like, ooh, that sounds like.
No, that I don't need that.
Is that what you think about?
No, I don't need pasta to think about sex.
No, we're not asking if you need it. That's so weird that you'd be dependent on pasta. No one's asking that. Oh,
I just look at myself in the mirror.
that's worse.
Yeah.
Honestly, go back to the pasta.
Go back to the
That's messed up.
That was funny.
But
Thank you.
yeah,
Are you
are.
straight, Gabriella?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Why are you drinking my drink?
Well, because the other day when everybody was here after.
Yeah, we're not. No, I don't know what you're talking about.
After the mile,
I don't know what you're talking about.
and we were drinking champagne.
I wasn't drinking. I don't know what you're talking
Okay,
about.
yeah, Gabriella doesn't drink. I forgot. She's
Well,
celibate.
it's legal now.
She's abstinent.
I wasn't drinking then.
She's abstinence.
Absinthe?
Absinthe.
No, I had a drink. I had a drink on my birthday,
When was that?
April.
Your birthday was in April?
That's why I did the marathon in April.
That's right.
Yeah.
26 for 26.
26 for 26.
Remember,
baby.
there was a cake and everything.
You had a drink at the beer garden at the
No,
marathon?
I got
Oh.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I hobbled to my friend's apartment.
But Paul was referring to when we had a discussion.
Yeah, I
about-
know. I just don't want to talk.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you couldn't pick up on that.
Well, I thought there was a different reason why she was avoiding that conversation.
No. Come on, Mac. We're supposed to be professional hosts.
Well, I thought there was a different reason why she was.
How are we gonna make it
straying
big
away, So I
time?
was gonna try to alter it. What?
No.
We're
I'm
not
just
making
kidding.
a big time.
Oh, I thought we were.
You're not going to?
Damn it.
We'll certainly try, but we don't do this enough.
We have a big guest in the works potentially this summer.
I'm not a big guest, man.
You're
That
gonna be
was
the biggest.
fucked up.
You're gonna be the biggest so far,
That's
Gabriella.
really sad.
You know.
I'm going to go home and cry myself to sleep.
So far.
I hope all your sugar daddies in Florida are gonna be watching this.
Oh, I've been sitting on my
Oh, is it-
knee too much. Oh.
Oh.
Your feet are really pretty.
Who?
Thank you.
No,
I thought you meant
Gabriella's.
I got my toes done after the marathon.
Like
'cause
those don't look like you just ran a
Did
marathon.
you?
Yeah.
Did any of them turn black or no?
No.
Wow.
I kept on my
So
toenails.
nice.
Yeah, let's talk about the marathon.
Okay.
It was funny because going into the day, I thought I'm glad Gabriella has family and friends there because we're not gonna be out there that long. I thought we'd end up going back to the house after like.
Well, I figured you guys. I was like, you do your thing, because
Yeah.
I knew different paces. That's fine.
But once we hung out at the finish line long enough, and I'm like, well, Gabriella's probably only like a half hour out now, and we drove up to go find you, and I'm like,
I feel like
fuck, she's right
I feel like the way you're talking about it is that like she took a really long time, which is
I
not
did.
true.
No, just like
5 hours.
2 hours.
2 minutes.
But
and
that's
58
not
seconds.
that long.
No. It has nothing to do with like dogging on her for her time. It was her first marathon, but it was I don't know, an hour and a half after the last finisher, Dan. And it was funny because I think I dropped you guys off at the finish line.
Yeah, because I saw you at the end.
And I'm like, fuck, she's right here. She's at the very end.
Yeah.
And I just yell at you because you were walking.
Yeah, because I was dying.
How long were you walking?
I don't know. I think I blacked out because I was doing real good. I was with the pacer up until mile 10, and then when I twisted and fell, that was just sad. And
Did
then
anyone help you
happens.
up?
No, this is a moment I replay in my head a lot just because it happened, right? So it's just like, I fell so dramatically. I was like, oh my God. And then I stayed down.
You
So I was
stayed
right
down?
Yeah, because I was like kind of sad about it. And then, and then I got up and then I was watching my pace group leave. I was like, well, that's sad. And then I continued to gimp along, and then eventually other parts of my body hurt more than my ankle, so that was a win.
That is true.
That probably
That's
helped.
kind of the nice
Yeah, it
thing
did
is
help.
like
Other
it
parts started
distracts
hurting.
your pain.
Yeah.
Because it starts hurting everywhere.
Was
Yeah.
your family on the course anywhere or just the
Yeah,
start?
no,
Oh.
they were able to see me, I think, 5 times.
Oh,
Wow.
jeez.
They
Okay.
must have
They
been
were-
driving around everywhere.
Yeah, they were. One of the friend I was staying with was a local,
Oh,
Right.
so
Right.
she was
knew
able
where go.
to navigate everyone, and then obviously they had my location, so
Mhm.
she knew how
Yeah.
Oh,
knew
okay.
exactly where to go and how to avoid traffic.
Yeah.
So they were able to see me a lot.
That's actually perfect.
Yeah, I
Um,
was very lucky.
did you bring nutrition with you, or were you just doing stuff on the course?
I brought nutrition.
You did. Okay.
I did Huma gels, salt tabs, a Lar bar, just because
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking to people, just because it took me a longer time. So
Yeah,
just
yeah,
having
yeah.
solid food after
Right.
3 hours is probably good.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
then, yeah, that was it.
Makes sense.
I had a good poop at 6 a.m.
Oh, did you?
Mm.
Oh, before.
Oh my gosh, I thought you were gonna say in the marathon. I was
No,
like,
I didn't
what?
poop. I didn't go to the bathroom at all.
That's-
The thought
isn't
of
that
stop.
crazy?
I understand
Isn't
now.
it crazy
the thought
though?
of
You just don't.
the thought of stopping was worse. I was
Yeah,
like, I would
yeah.
rather pee myself than stop.
Yeah.
I understand why like
'Cause
marathoners pee themselves and
That's
stuff.
a huge question. Everyone asks, what do you have to do with the bathroom? It's like, honestly, it's either going to come out because I'm just going to keep going or
Yeah.
I'm going to die.
Yeah.
There's no other
I
option.
understand it, but that's
Yeah.
only when you're in the marathon, not when you're in the corral. If you
No.
pee on someone in the corral,
You're good.
Oops.
yuck.
I
You
didn't
didn't pee
pee
on
on
anyone.
them. I threw the pee-filled shirt over one's heads. Wait, you didn't know about that?
No, I knew you peed into a shirt, but I thought you just kind of tucked it into a bush or something.
No.
Or like in
I
the
grabbed a
trash.
shirt off of the corral railing and I
Uh-huh.
went and
What the shirt? Oh, wait, I'm kidding.
what did the
was
shirt
like-
look like?
yeah.
It probably was your shirt. I'm just kidding. I don't know. It was like a black shirt or something. And I was like, okay, like I have to pee. Well, because I kept like, I got really in my head. And when I get in my head about having to pee, I'm like, I need to do it or I'm going
Yeah,
to think about
I'm
the
the
rest of the
same way.
time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I can't do it. And we still had 8 more minutes until like go time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm like, Dan, I don't know if I can wait. I don't know if I can
Uh-huh.
wait. And I was like, I'm just going to do it. Because I remember Andrew Whitland said that sorry, I just dropped his full name, but he said that he did it in Chicago, that like apparently, so you get like trapped in like the major corrals. There is no leaving. And people were like using trash bags that they were using as like their throwaways and peeing in that, or like peeing in shirts, peeing in like water bottles. And he said he peed in his throwaway clothes. And I was like, I'm going to grab someone else's throwaway clothes and pee in it. Because I didn't have any on. So I grabbed a shirt off the railing and I stuck it in my pants. Like I just pulled, because I was wearing buns, which are, for people who don't know, like little bikini bottoms basically for runners. I pulled them over and I just peed into the shirt enough that it was kind of dripping. Like it was a lot of pee.
Wow.
And then I folded it up a little bit and I just chucked it over everyone's heads.
That's nasty.
So gross.
Dan was dying.
That's disgusting.
I know.
Did Dan get hit?
No, because Dan was on the other side of me.
You didn't get dripped
It was
on.
like maybe 2 or 3 people's heads.
That's
And nobody noticed. I don't think anything came out.
Someone picked it up.
That is true.
Eventually
Someone
someone
did have to
picked
pick
it
it up. I know. That's honestly though, the race people should have people wearing gloves to pick that stuff
Probably.
up.
Yeah.
I remember seeing you at the start. I actually saw you at the start line. We
Yeah.
saw you at the start, and you were wearing a long sleeve. I'm like, she's gonna lose this.
Well, yeah, I
eventually.
took it. Yeah, I
You
took
did.
it off
Yeah,
because it was
yeah.
just like standing in the start line, and then I
Yeah.
took it off.
Oh, okay.
Well, you had
I had the singlet shirt,
Mm-hmm.
the society shirt, but then I took that
I
off.
You
was gonna
took that
say
off.
you were
Yeah.
not wearing that when I saw you.
No,
Toward
I had it at the
reeling.
beginning, and
It
then I
got
took it
hot.
off. Yeah.
Well, everyone went barreling down after you when you were going to the finish line,
Mhm.
and I was like, "You got it, guys," because I couldn't walk. Because Tess looked at me, was like, and I was like, "Just go, just leave me."
Verna, like I finally, she took a video of her running alongside me, and it's just
Yeah.
her screaming, "Gabrielle, you're doing so amazing!" Blah 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 blah.
You can't
And I
see.
remember in that moment, I was just like, I think I was like, I had no energy to just be
Yeah.
like, thanks.
Yeah, you're like,
I couldn't even do it.
yeah. My mom took a video of me reaming, like turning that weird corner
Mhm.
before you go and you can see the finish line.
Mhm.
And in the video, you hear her going, "She didn't even look at us." And I was like, honestly though, like she was so pissed. But you don't have any energy left when you
No,
get there.
I was so tired.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
just like, but also very happy. I was like, oh my gosh.
It's
over.
emotional.
I thought I was gonna die.
Did you?
I said
Were there
5 rosaries on that course.
Really?
were there moments when
it's
you
a
saw
long
your
time.
family like, I think I want to actually leave with them. I'm done.
No,
No,
because I was
okay.
like committed to finishing.
Okay, nice.
But at whatever cost. But I was, I don't know if you know the rosary, but it's Hail
Yeah, yeah,
Mary, full
it's
of grace, the Lord is with thee, right? And then
Okay.
You have to go.
there's-
Well, you have to go
there's
through that
10
all the way around.
There's 5 decades, and there's 10 Hail Marys per decade. And I said, and then there's an
takes
additional
forever.
3. And I said 5 of them. So I think that's over 350
Oh my god.
Hail Marys or something like that, if my
Really?
math is correct. And the thing is, I was saying this out loud.
They're
Were
like,
you
there was
really?
a crazy
Yeah, and
day.
there's a guy in front of me, and we were just kind of one of those like kind of
yeah. You kind of play a little game. Mm-hmm.
He put in headphones.
Oh, really?
I was like, oops, but I couldn't stop because I was like,
Like you watched him, like
yeah,
kinda
I
like-
watched him put in headphones, but I was like, I'm
Oh.
not stopping because I was going crazy because I didn't.
You didn't have any headphones.
No.
Okay, I was gonna ask that.
He's like, this girl's doing exorcist shit next to me.
She's trying to
Because I was like muttering to myself, I was like, Hail Mary, full of grace.
Oh my gosh.
Babe,
It
It
you
was great.
finished.
And then I saw none on the course.
Really?
Did
and
you
I-
really be
yeah.
like, hey, I've been,
I said, I'm praying. And she gave me a thumbs up.
oh, stop.
I was like,
That's
oh,
funny.
awesome.
I'm praying. that I
Now,
don't die.
knowing like how obviously to run a marathon because you've done it and also
Mhm.
going through the training cycle, is there anything different that you would want to do to feel more prepared? Like, what would you do differently?
I
in your
wish I would have
training?
actually gotten an 18 to 20 mile run in, but
Yeah.
just due to injury and getting sick, I opted to just be more conservative. So
Mhm.
quite
Yeah.
frankly, I jumped. My longest run was a 60-mile run.
Right.
And then the following day, I got advice to essentially run 4 miles on tired legs to just almost satisfy just mentally saying that you could do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my longest run, I went from 16 to 26, and I don't know if that's a
Yeah.
recommended
I mean,
jump.
Hal Higdon has a training plan. He's a very
That is that one.
yeah, and his only goes up to 16.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
why I was like, okay, it's fine. I'm
Yeah.
not going to die. And I was literally just going, it's kind of like I did essentially a couch to marathon sort of.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just to complete it, say I've done it. But now I've done it. So now I'm like, all right, I would have done a long run.
yeah. Yeah.
Time to get fast now.
Yeah.
You're kind of fast though, like on the track when you want to sprint.
Well, I can sprint. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's different. It's a different type of muscle.
I remember filming
So.
you on the rollerblades. I'm like, she's freaking fast. I can't keep up with her. So I feel like you have a lot of potential in terms of like
I just need to figure out how to
leverage
transition.
that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
because I sprinted as a child.
Yeah.
High school, I don't know.
Makes sense.
Running away from your problems. No, I'm just kidding.
Jeez. You make it sound like I have a lot of problems.
You said you were a troubled youth.
I was.
Troubled youth.
Very true. That is a true statement. So, yeah.
I'm trying to remember. You were one of the first ones that joined the Society Track Club, I feel like, no?
Yeah, I signed up for it, not even knowing what it was. I'm a big joiner, and I'll sign up for things and volunteer for things without the full information.
It is true.
So I'm like, oh, this sounds fun. Let's do it.
You came to the first track day before it was Society Track Club.
Yeah,
Like the
I didn't come to.
very first
I
one.
didn't come to the first. No,
I
not
thought
the
you
one on the
did.
black track. I was not there. I was on the second. I came to the
I thought you
second
were
one.
at Briggs.
No.
I do remember getting a DM from you about it.
Yeah.
And you asked, I don't remember what you asked.
I don't
but
know what I
remember
asked
You
either.
definitely DM'd. Because
I
I know
did.
when I saw you in person, I was like, oh, she actually came.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what you asked.
I stalked you, and then that's how I
Oh, really?
realized who you were. And then I met one of your friends who moved to Florida, and they were my first friend
Oh, yeah.
at the track day. Yeah.
Rachel. Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. Yep. She goes back occasionally. I'm sure she'll be back.
Were you running a lot before that?
Not too much. I was like social running. I would do the occasional, 5K or whatever.
Okay. Had you gone to like Lion Street or any of the run clubs before?
I did. What's it called again? Lululemon.
The Village Rec.
Village Rec.
Mm.
Okay.
I did Village Rec, and I didn't want to do Lion Street because it was so early.
Mm.
And then I met enough people. They're like,
early.
you got to do it. You got to do
Pressure.
it.
Yeah.
So I did it.
Mhm.
Real good group of people, but it's real early, so I don't know if I can do
Yeah.
it all the time.
Real early.
It is.
I know. I got up today to run early with some people, and I was like, nope. Because I got home, and like before work, I had like 20 minutes. I was like, I need to nap.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I have to be in bed by 8 if I want to do Lion Street.
Yeah.
it's
Because
just
otherwise
too
I'm just
early.
not functioning.
Yeah.
Because you think about you sit in bed, it takes a while to like
Actually
Right.
shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. You feel pretty accomplished when you get things done that early, but it's
Yes.
also just like getting that up that early. And I feel like sometimes it's easier, but when you're like in the middle of a training cycle or you're stressed out with work or you have other
Mhm.
priorities, all of a sudden it's like you really need your sleep and you forget
Yeah.
how much
Yeah.
you need like that extra like couple hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember you were one of the first ones on the team, and that was before that we had like rules.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
I'd like to say I was like a first mover advantage because it was before you made us sign our life away.
yeah,
Thanks,
yeah.
Noah.
She's grandfathered. That's right. I forgot Noah. Noah came up with that.
Yeah.
No,
What a horrible idea, Noah.
we needed guidelines. I didn't see.
Didn't he come up with that drunk?
Kinda.
It was it was kind of at a bar.
We were at the bar.
Well, the issue I was struggling with is like, how is this going to be manageable? Because right now we have like 40 plus applications for the team.
Mm.
And it's like, how do I, in a diplomatic way, say, yes, you're good, and no, you're, like, we don't want to base it on pace. We don't want to base it on like just friends and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, how are we going to do that and make sure that people on the team were like actually being a part of the team? Because I think even now with the guidelines, there are some people who like hit their guidelines, like they are making their mileage per week, they're coming to Thursday runs, but they're not actually participating
Yeah.
as a part of the team, like getting. And I feel like the benefits of being on a team is like acting like a team, like doing things together, like joking around in the Discord, like having a relationship,
Signing
with
up for my
everyone.
social event that I've been trying to plan since
Yeah. Forever.
January. I'm not upset or anything.
Axe throwing.
No,
No.
the escape room. Oh
Dude.
my gosh.
It's been a long time. I feel like
If you wait long enough, I could probably work myself up into a respectable like cry.
No, really?
Yeah, I could.
No, we
Tess
can get
was
this.
able to
We can
do
get this
that.
figured out. You just need you need 10 people.
Mhm.
You know that Alex and Nora wanted to do it.
Yeah,
I'm down.
I
to
have
do
their
it.
money. I'm not giving it back.
Oh, for real still?
Yeah, because she fronted it.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
we'll just give them like a couple dates and be like, pick your date, which works best.
Yeah.
I
And
need
then,
10 people.
Yeah, I think we can.
We
easily
can't
do
use a snowstorm as an excuse this time.
No.
Right.
it. No.
But yeah, you were saying about the team, the guidelines.
Yeah.
Making us sign our life away.
Yeah.
It's casual.
I feel like see, I don't want to talk about the team too much because it's very local and very specific, but
Well, then let's not talk about
yeah,
the team.
let's skip that.
Yeah, I didn't think.
Do you grow hair on your toes, Paul?
Yeah, a little bit, I think.
I shave my
see.
toes.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you?
Is that a white people thing? I don't shave my
See,
toes.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
you
have
don't
hair.
shave
Oh, I
like
got a
other
bad
areas
blister.
either.
Yeah.
Ew.
I got a bad blister from the half marathon, but I don't have a lot of hair on my feet.
Yeah. What about your half marathon? How's grandma duty? How was the heat?
Hang on, I got to put my
We-
sock back
How's
on.
your shin?
We had to call 911.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't
It
talk
was
about
crazy.
This. See, I was
For
gonna
you, Paul, or your grandma?
for no, but neither.
Oh.
I was thinking maybe we should do a whole episode on your race, my race, but let's
Yeah, you
talk
guys
about
should.
Well, let's talk
You
about
should-
this.
We can talk about the 911 call because you have to hear about it.
Okay.
It's
So
yeah.
Paul's grandma lives in.
It is. I will say this. It is kind of like a you had to be there situation, but it is still a good story. Go ahead.
Wait,
I think it is.
he's trying to diminish the story.
It is a good story.
But so his grandma lives in a not nice part of Toledo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not great.
Well, no part of Toledo is good. 'Cause
there
it's-
are some nice areas, but it is
Agreed,
truly.
agreed.
They are a bit of America.
It is truly like the hood.
It's really, really
the
bad.
Real hood.
Like, not good. Don't park on the streets kind of place.
Yeah.
So we're sleeping in her bedroom, and let me just walk you through what this bedroom looks like. This is a guest bedroom. There is a bed, and there is everything around the bed.
Yeah.
The bed is like a boat in an ocean of stuff.
Is your grandma a hoarder?
Yeah, kind of. But the house isn't like gross or.
No, it's not unclean.
No.
Like, it's not disgusting or anything. It's very clean. She just has a lot of things.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
But it's organized.
Most old people do because
Yeah.
of did she live through the depression and stuff? And it's like a
Yeah.
very like.
and
Well,
this has
not that
been
old, but-
she's been living here forever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're sleeping and there's no air conditioning upstairs. So we're sleeping in a very warm, humid room, and we
Yeah.
have like the window cracked open because that's the only air we're getting.
Mm.
And all of a sudden we're hearing like shouting, and it's like 2:30 in the morning.
And this is the night before your marathon.
Yeah, the night
Correct.
before the marathon.
Half
So we're
marathon,
like both. We start like creeping out the window, but only enough where like our eyes are there because
Uh-huh.
obviously we don't want to be like seen.
Yeah.
And very clearly there is a not giant, I guess that's an exaggeration, but there's a big black SUV of some sort.
Uh huh.
And there is a man in the SUV screaming at a lady.
I wonder if I was filming this. Keep going.
I don't think so, but like screaming at a lady sitting on her butt in a front yard.
Okay.
And like in my head I assumed they lived there. And it's downpour.
Okay.
So it's raining, and he's calling her every swear word under the book, and he's so upset, and then he reverses the car, and he's trying to tell her to get in the car to like, I'm bringing you home. So they don't live there.
Okay.
It's in someone's front yard, but they don't live there.
No.
He gets out of the car and he's kicking her and pushing her.
Mm-hmm.
We can see all of it.
Yeah, he's throwing rocks at her.
Dirt.
Everything. She's bawling. She's screaming at him. He's screaming at her. Like, the violence is picking up, and Paul's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And he's like, I don't really want to be a witness to whatever happens.
I said that?
Yeah. Because you're like, here's the issue is like, if I call, I'm now a witness
Correct.
to the
So
situation.
who called?
Well,
So we're still like watching. We're like hoping it's going to die down. He's like really trying to get her in the
he
car.
kept trying to leave. Right.
He would like get in the car, drive away, and then be
Drive
like, F you, and then come back and be like, get in the car, I'm bringing you home. And it was
Yeah.
like, I don't know. It was kind of insane. And then finally he gets back out of the car and he's calling her. I don't know if she cheated on him or what happened, but that's kind of what I was picking up on.
Oh, you a hoe. Like,
Yeah.
Mm.
And she grabs his phone because he's trying to call someone. I don't
Yeah.
know what that whole situation is about, but she grabs the phone and throws it.
Yeah.
And he winds up and smacks her across the face so hard that she just falls, and all of a sudden we hear nothing from her.
Done. Just
Nothing.
out.
And he grabs his
Okay.
phone and grabs her and drags her into the car.
He also had a friend pull up like
Right as he dragged her into the car, a friend pulled up, skeeted in, and got out of the car and was like, "What's good?" Like, I don't know what he said. I couldn't really understand what he said. But then the other guy's like, "I'll just follow you." And they both jumped in the car, and I was like, "No, we need to." At that point, she's unconscious, being
Yeah.
dragged into the car. We need to call 911.
So I caught on.
So-
So I called the cops.
Okay.
They just asked,
What'd you see?
what'd you
Yeah,
see?
it was very anticlimactic because we don't know if.
What happened
If
now?
she's
Yeah,
alive.
we don't know.
I'll
You
have to
know.
get my mom to say a prayer for them.
I know. Honestly, your mom's prayer is really.
Why
good,
is that
though.
funny?
I just love that.
I don't understand.
I love that.
I say things. We hang out. I say things, and you just laugh. I don't understand what's funny.
Just saying a prayer for a woman in Toledo. I love that.
But It's actually it's really sad though. I kind of get sad thinking about it because I'm like,
Yeah.
there's two things could have happened. One, she's like seriously injured.
Camera probably overheated.
Oh,
Keep going.
she's seriously injured and
Yeah.
like out there,
We don't know.
or and maybe dead. But the other option too is that like they woke up and she's still in that relationship and it's gonna happen again. And it's
Well,
like those are both really sad.
Yeah, both are sad.
You know,
Yeah.
that was the eventful night before the marathon. Then it took us a long time to get back.
Yeah,
to
I mean
sleep.
that's the first time I've ever witnessed like an actual domestic,
Violence.
like an
Yeah.
actual man hitting a woman. I don't think I've ever seen that in person, in my memory.
Yeah.
Like
It's like-
full on.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah, it was
It's
bad.
really
It was
sad.
bad. And then I had to just try and show up to the half marathon like I was good to go on 2 hours
Yeah.
of sleep.
But you were. You did great.
Yeah, it was
At least like we called. I feel good about calling.
Yeah, I would have felt
Yeah.
weird being a bystander. Like
Oh,
And
I
not
always
saying
call when I
anything.
see things.
Do you?
Like,
Yeah, I've called 911 quite a bit.
I call it all the time.
we called.
Let's backtrack. What do we mean? All the time?
Like when you see a fender bender, I'll always call them.
Oh, really?
They're always like, "Ma'am, someone's already called."
Ma'am,
Look at you being a good Samaritan.
Yeah, I'm like,
Wow.
that's typically how they answer. I'm like, okay, well, just letting you know. Bye.
Oh my gosh.
the last time I called it was when we were getting shot with an airsoft gun
Oh yeah, we got shot down
In a-
the street.
in a drive-by.
Like, right, you know where the black napkin is? Like it's
No.
couple
Fulton.
blocks. You know where
Stovetop?
Stovetop is?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's over there, and we were just casually walking back to my
Uh.
apartment, shot with BB guns or whatever it was.
airsoft guns.
out of a van.
Like
Like a drive-by.
And
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh my God, are we getting shot?
Yeah, it was scary.
Oh, I called the cops on a kid, or it was just some guy who was like catcalling my friends and I when we were walking around,
And
and
you
I
called
called
the
the cops, and I was like,
That's
I'm on the
harassment.
phone. Yeah, I was like, go away.
We're being harassed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I was explaining. They were like, "Can you describe the person?" And the guy was just following us, and I was still on the phone. with
Oh,
the
that's
cops.
creepy. Yeah.
Jeez.
It's like so uncomfy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to call the cops once at my old apartment in college because, or I guess it was a house, because we were talking on the middle floor. So it was kind of like how we have double doors, and you open up double doors, and there's a bedroom there, and then there's a bedroom in the basement with a bathroom, and then there's 3 bedrooms upstairs and a bathroom. And my only roommates that were home at the time were myself, 2 girls, and then one of the girls' boyfriend. And one of the girls' boyfriend went downstairs to shower.
Okay.
And so us 3 girls are all hanging out on that middle floor. There's no bathroom there, but there is a back door and a front door. And we get a call from the girl's boyfriend who's in the basement, and he's like, "Will you stop?" And we're like, "What do you mean, will you stop?" He's like, "Stop banging on the door. Stop doing what you're doing. Stop like rattling the handle. Like, please stop. Like, it's not funny. I get you're trying to scare me, but like, it's really weird."
Uh-huh.
And we're like, "We're not doing that."
Oh.
And so then we went up to the double doors up to the bedroom and slammed them shut.
Yeah.
And we were on the phone with her boyfriend. Her boyfriend's like, "Stay there. Like, don't do
Scary.
anything." So then he comes upstairs, and when he comes upstairs, in the front window, we had a huge bay window of the living room, and that's
Yeah.
what you can see. And on the right is this bedroom. Are 2 men standing in the front of the window.
Oh my
No.
God.
Yeah. So we had to call 911 because we were like, they were the ones who had to be in the house.
Yeah.
They were
Right.
in the house.
They had to have been. Who else was like
Oh.
banging
Doing
on the
that,
bathroom
yeah.
door?
Whoa.
And like, why were they so like our bay? In order to be that close to our bay window, you had to have been in like the plant area.
So
Like, you
they
def-
got in and then
Be
left.
in the house.
Yeah, somehow they must have left the back door, like because right when you go up the basement stairs after rattling that door is our back like door.
Gabriella, do you get scared at night sleeping alone? Like at your apartment?
Sometimes, yeah.
Do you?
But I also
Really?
walk around with a false sense of security too. So
That's probably a good thing though.
Somewhat.
yes and no.
I for some
Yeah.
reason feel apartments I feel safer in than a house. Maybe that's because there's so many people around and it's like a small
Someone
space. So
will
you
hear
know.
your cry.
Yeah.
You hope.
And
Well-
also like where are you gonna hide?
Yeah.
You know.
And they have to get through many layers just to get to your door.
And there's
Sure.
and there's one door, one entrance point.
Right.
You know, unless they go through your, balcony window. But that's
Oof. Don't say that.
well, that's really
Creepy.
hard to do.
Yeah.
You have to really climb.
We're at 2 hours almost, I think.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, it went by fast.
Mm.
I'm a great conversationalist.
Let's get off record so we can talk some real shit.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you, Gabriella,
I know.
for joining
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you for having me.
We've
This was
wanted-
enjoyable. At
we-
least for me.
It was.
I don't know if
Glad
it's.
it was.
I know talking to some people, they're like, "Oh, you're gonna just say some crazy." First of all, again, I don't think I say crazy things.
Just
hopefully
You
truthful
do.
things.
I just say
You just say what you're
Jeez.
thinking.
normal things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're being said. They're not. I mean, I guess everything's subjective, right? But
Sure.
Mhm.
Hopefully this was entertaining.
Oh, yeah,
and
for
you
sure.
learned a little bit about me.
I might need to
Yeah.
edit a thing or two, but that's it.
Like what?
I don't know. In the beginning, didn't we have some?
When you, broke
Yeah,
your
who
microphone.
knows?
Oh, yeah, the broken microphone part, but
Yeah.
this
But
is great.
Let's do
It's
this
fun.
again. Let's go dancing at Rumors in a couple weeks, and get sloshy.
Woo! Why does he do that? He's like, we don't need like if you're gonna sign off, just be
definitely-
like, all right, thanks for listening, everyone. Like, catch you next time.
I'm definitely not.
He does though. Was he
Let's
not?
make this
Like,
the last part of the. We can like beatbox.
She's just really annoyed with me right now.
no, I'm not really annoyed with you.
She is,
I'm
clearly.
not. I'm not really annoyed with you. I just
And we're out.
Beatboxing.
bye.
Yeah.